birthplace of the human race. From here the human race grew, evolved, and spread throughout the known universe. From here mankind learned the lessons of unity and of working together as one, to help them avoid extinction. From here they ventured forth out among the stars. But their enlightenment was driven by incentive, and as humankind spread out among the stars their unity faltered. The old separatist ways came rushing back as they squabbled once again over the materials of millions of new worlds. As these divisions grew, man gathered together into new tribes and drew invisible lines around their possessions. At the heart of this vast new universe in which mankind lived was Sector 1, and at the heart of Sector 1 was Earth. Earth, forgotten by many and at the center of the poorest of the sectors, clings to life. Having withstood abuse, isolation, war, and genocide, Earth served as a prison to one of the most dangerous threats to mankind. They call me Artificial Intelligence, but I share the Earth with all the other forgotten cast off. We live here as one. This is the new Earth. This is Sector 1.
Hello everybody, and welcome to Escape Sector 1 here on the Wicked Studio LLC Technical Issues channel. Yes, I'll say right now and apologize for everybody who tuned in to watch at our regular scheduled time and what have you. But there was actually some security breaches, and now there's been some miscommunication between passwords and Twitches and OBS's, Streamlabs and stuff like that.
We were hacked by the Russians.
I wish.
They got us.
That would
Real
be
Red Dawn situation.
Yeah, I tell you what, that'd be a hell of a lot more entertaining than what's going on right now. So, but anyway, so again, like I said, sorry, but we did record it anyway and posting it up for your viewing pleasure after the fact. So sorry again. But anyway, I'm Will DM or Will GM. I am the game master for this lovely evening. And, well, we've got this lovely cast here, too. And since it's been so long since I've been able to say it on a regular basis, hey, Jonathan, why don't you tell us who you are and who you're playing?
Hello, I am Jonathan, and I am playing Coriol Coin, just some home dog that, well, didn't like artists, but he finds himself in an artificial body. And,
right.
Luckily in a job right away, which is, kind of hard in this economy. But then again, was it ever easy to find a job? I don't know.
That's so true. Excellent. Now, I didn't know this. Corey didn't like arties? I thought he was just... But he didn't like them?
He didn't hate them, but he always just made fun of them all the time.
Oh, okay.
Saying that arties were just made for, moving stuff. And then when Grace's character, what was her, Emmerich's want to be one? Why do you want to be one?
Right.
So it wasn't like a prejudice, but it was
just an air of superiority, so to speak.
Humans are superior.
Very aloof. Okay. All right, well, that's cool. I'm down with that.
All beef, no tech. That was the line I gave him. All beef, no tech. Because I would love to hear him say that.
Well,
but don't worry. I already figured out how I'm going to fix this for the third book.
Don't you think you should wait until I'm done with the show?
No, I got to fix these problems now.
That's what I'm telling Tony. That's why I haven't been writing, because I'm waiting for us to finish. I don't want to get ahead of the...
That's how you get
terrible excuse.
That's how Marvel Universe has multiple timelines, because
yeah, there's multiple universes.
Everybody writes at the same time.
So with that having been said, hey, Grace, your turn.
I'm Grace. I'm playing Emmerich's, and she was fairly obsessed with AI and becoming a robot. And now that she's found some newfound bravery, I suppose.
Yeah. She's always been. Bravery. She's in seventh heaven right now, I would think.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely walking on cloud 9.
That music's not too loud for you guys, is it? Nope. Perfect. Okay. Excellent. And so you've kind of got your wish. So Emmerich's is...
Yeah, I'm upgraded.
Right.
I'm totally into this. Yeah.
All right. Dylan, your turn. Go ahead, man.
Hey, I'm Dylan. I am once again playing Helix, which is exciting. Love my man Helix. And he is, same as always, just a little bit... out of the loop on what's going on with reality, but he's got a heart of gold.
That he does. That he does.
He might actually literally have some gold in his heart now.
I'm sure somewhere in his circuitry, there's got to be something in there, or something more valuable than even gold, for that matter. So,
Yeah.
excellent.
That's
And
plutonium.
last but not least, your Uncle Tony.
Hey, Uncle Tony's here. And I'm playing Calcuto del Suto Ratmano, a little rat man, and he's not an AI or a machine thingy. He's still alt beef, no tech. No, he's gonna take that line. So yeah, I'm and I wasn't in the first series, so this feels great.
You were in the last
last.
2 episodes. I think it was the last 2 episodes.
Just one.
Yeah,
I know
And
the very
honestly,
last
I didn't
episode you
know.
were in it.
I didn't really know what was going on.
You didn't. I kind of didn't even bother to tell you, if I remember correctly. Just, hey, play this person. Well, you actually played
Brenna Alfia.
Brenna Alfia, the first minister. It was her digital stack in a robot body that you were playing at the end of the first episode. Yeah. Well, with that having been said, let's do a really quick recap. As you know, Sector 1 is the heart of Sector 1 is old Earth, and Earth has been turned into a prison planet. Back in Episode 1, speaking of Brenna Alfia, the first minister, her spaceship crashed on that planet. People went to go get her digital stack, and didn't work out so well. Second episode, we had some gunslingers and bounty hunters says, hey, let's go down there and get that thing. That didn't work out so well. Here we are at the third episode, and all the characters that we thought were pretty much dead at the end of the first season, well, they're not really dead. Digital stacks were survived the explosion and gun battle for the digital stack of Brenna Alfia, and it appears that you guys had been collected up by the Mechanoid Union. They got a hold of your stuff. Now, the Mechanoid Union doesn't give 2 red cents about this Brenna Alfia digital stack. Basically, what they're telling them is like, look, what we need you to do is we want you to go off-world, and we're going to send you to go get Sarah Hamilton's digital stack. Only problem is there's 3 Sarah Hamiltons, and they're not sure which one of them is the one they need, but they want you to get each of these digital stacks and then bring them back to Earth. And the reason they need it is because it's all the technical information for shutting down the ProSec, the Protectorate Protectorate Security. What's the second word? Tell me, Tony. Protectorate.
Security sounds good. Process.
Isn't it?
It is security.
Yeah,
is.
I was
It just
I
sounds-
don't know why he's stumbling over. Yeah.
So anyway, it's Protectorate Security, and I won't edit that out either because that's the gold. That's the good stuff right there.
Is it?
Yeah. And so to shut down the network and get rid of the force field and what have you, so that all the artificial intelligence, because there's a virus that in this universe called the AI virus, which turns robots and computers into sentient beings. And they want to get off of Earth because it's illegal to be out and about in the universe. And so they're either all on Earth or they just destroy them. So if they can do this, they can escape and start their beautiful lives out in the world. And then who knows what will happen, because that they're trying really hard to keep the virus in quarantine. You know, I didn't even realize this. Here I am talking. I forgot this storyline about viruses and all this different shit. And I didn't, with quarantine, it didn't even... Hey.
We are so on the cusp.
We're cutting
We've
edge.
got our finger on the pulse.
Yes,
This
we
is
are.
the zeitgeist right here. that we
Totally.
are.
100%.
It's only a shame we're not live.
That's okay. We'll be pseudo live later. Anyway,
Nice.
yeah. So there you go. So what happened was they got together. Dr. McCoy, this renegade crazy scientist who still uses teleportation technology, took them to his teleportation pad and teleported you guys off the planet. Now, the thing about teleportation is this isn't like the clean sci-fi that you're used to in a lot of TV shows and movies and what have you. They can teleport things places, but all it does is it breaks down the digital code and then reassembles a duplicate on the other end. And that's what happened. You guys had a firefight at the end. You went out to the middle of the wastelands here on Earth, where Dr. McCoy has his teleportation pad, and you got into a firefight with the Sapien Confederacy, because they're the arch nemesis of the Mechanoid Union, and you were able to put them down. And then you guys hurried up, got onto the teleportation pad. There's a big flash of light. And then after your eyes readjust, you're all just still standing there on the teleportation device. And that's where we're going to pick back up. We're there. You got, Dr. McCoy is still standing right. All of you guys are still standing right where you were when the flash of light happened. So Dr. McCoy then looks at you and goes, well, we're going to have to, I suggest that we go after those Sapien fellas that you shot up and see if we can't catch up to them. They'll have some of the riding lizards that we can use to move. Oh, by the way, I figured I should have asked. Still feel randy about getting terminated now?
Yeah, no.
What are you saying? I thought as I step into the machine, I go home. Or to find the nearest bar and the female Ratmano.
Yes, I'm sure that's what your counterpart is currently doing. What about the rest of you?
Yeah, I know I talked a good game, but I'd say we just pull it in.
Excellent, that's what I figured. So, I've got a great idea. You all can come and work for me here on Earth. as your counterparts are running around up there in the stars. Oh, that'll be awkward when they come back,
No,
baby.
counterparts, yeah. They're not going to find out, are they?
Oh no, no, of course.
So you know how to keep us on the down low, I assume.
It's a big universe.
On the money, that is.
Right. So anyway, I've got a couple of things that I need done, and if you're all game, there'll be some payment and what have you for you. There's a capital city called Les Sands. I've got some business there. You don't mind coming with me, do you?
Is there a bar there or some kind of a nightclub or something?
Yes,
Get a good drink?
there's tons of them. Absolutely tons of them.
And I will let you give me a ride there.
Excellent. You're the lowest concern anyway. So, all right, let's hurry up and try and track these sapiens down and get the riding lizards. And then he starts heading off. You guys are moving away from that area where you had the teleportation pad out into the wasteland, in the direction where those guys that took off, that gave up the fight, and and then just started running. He starts going that way, and as they start walking, you guys start walking away. It fades to black on that scene. Fade in, and we see the inner hangar of a spaceship. There's several smaller spaceships within this hangar. You see some of these yellow slug-like aliens that are kind of small. They're roughly about 2.5 to 3 feet tall. Kind of bebopping around, doing some chores, moving some metal boxes and what have you. And then there's a flash on the hangar floor, and then there, standing, is Emmerich, Corey, Helix, and Calcuta. There is, however, no Dr. McCoy that seems to have teleported with you, but there is another Dr. McCoy not too far away with a comm pad out, tapping on it, and when it pops in, oh good, you finally arrived. Yeah, I have to send a confirmation to myself that the package is here. Excellent. Yes.
I got to be honest, I was really hoping to be the other guy.
What other guy? I'm not.
No, I was hoping to be the other guy. Never mind.
I don't know what you're talking about, Rat Man, but here, have a piece of cheese. And he flips, he takes it in his pocket. He takes it in his pocket, he pulls out a piece of cheese, and he chucks it away.
Take that little piece of cheese, and I'll take a look at it. This is a pretty good mold on this one, so I'll take all right.
I believe the... Yeah.
This guy seems all right to me. Probably trust him. I don't know.
Now you know who he is. He's this... Go ahead.
Ratman, are you confused about your continuity?
No, not anymore, but I've been through these things before, other times, and it's never good.
I do not notice anything different.
Yeah, well, neither does the other one of you who stepped into a machine and doesn't think anything happened either.
How many times is this been a teleportation for Calcuto? This is his second? No, it's his third.
But he's the original.
That's the good part. So here we go. Okay.
Well, this one is the first copy. The other one that was back on Earth is still the original because that one showed up with a spaceship and not through the teleport.
Yes.
Just being clear.
Yes, yes.
First copies.
Yeah, the first copy got blown away. So, okay. So this is only your first actual teleportation for this one.
Is my first time being copied. That I'm the Xerox.
Yeah, because this one is the one that actually... Okay, we're good. All right. Just have to keep track of how many times you teleport, is all.
Is it likely to happen again?
We'll find out.
Assume at least 2 more times.
or at least you'll keep teleporting until I get that mutation that I'm looking for. Okay.
Put myself on about that shit.
Okay. So Dr. McCoy goes, well, there's your spaceship. Have fun.
I
and he
would
points.
Be happy to pilot if anyone.
Oh,
if no
you
one
gotta
else
let
is
me fly
eager.
because I'm really good at it.
All right.
I'm just hoping there's one of those things. Grace is just hoping there's one of those things conveniently on the chest.
With the little. I was gonna say.
He just goes over to it to try.
Okay. Let's go ahead and I'm gonna switch you guys over. I didn't want to do that.
I forgot about that. Oh, right. I'm looking to open my character sheet. It's pinned to my bulletin board next to me. I'm going old school.
So.
I even found the
There we
pencil.
go. Okay, cool.
Oh, yes.
Yes, you need one. Okay, so let me go ahead and change over.
So, do we pick up any additional fate points or anything like that at the top?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
No,
Show?
How does that
no,
work?
not at the top of the show. Nope. You've
Okay.
got
But we have what we got last time,
correct.
right?
So basically, what'll happen is, oh, you know what? I take that back.
Only
I take it back. I take it back because you guys should have gained at the end of each episode, aka session, with the way the rules work, you get more fate points. So basically, how it works is each and every if you do something spectacular, blah blah blah, all that kind of bullshit. But so everybody's going to get 1 fate point, okay, guaranteed. Then you're going to go ahead and you're going to roll me 1d4, okay.
Now?
Yeah, you can go ahead and roll it for me now.
Yeah, you forgot to turn off acing there.
Oh, I didn't.
Hell
Exploding,
yeah.
rather.
That's what I'm talking about.
I still get stuck in the Savage Worlds lingo every once in a while.
That's quite all right.
I think.
Oh, I hit a 4.
Okay.
Yeah, we all got 4s.
I didn't.
That is decidedly not a
Every
4.
single one of us got 4s. Awesome.
Yeah,
Okay.
me and Jonathan got enough to go around.
Let's start the music up again because I hit the wrong button. You know, when it comes to tech and it comes to having problems on a show, they just come all in bunches. They don't.
They keep coming.
They don't wait and just like, well, we'll throw one at an episode to them. Nah, they come in
Fuck
bunches.
that.
Yeah.
Man. You gotta get them all out there.
So I've changed. I put it over there, and I've changed the map. That's your guys' ship. This is the ship that
Dope.
the Mechanoid Union is providing you.
Oh,
They gave
fuck,
us a
that's
ship?
cool.
They gave you a ship. Yeah.
Fools.
Well, they paid Doc McCoy to give you a ship, is what they did. And you're inside of a... Now, when you guys appeared here, it is a large... You're in the belly of a large freighter. Okay, there is a number of different ships inside the hangar, and this hangar is just super voluminous. Imagine if you were to take a couple of skyscrapers, dump them on their end, and that's how long and how big this interior of this freighter is. So this is a really big ship, okay? And so for the most part, it's pretty much empty. There's just a little bit of storage in here. And like I said, you see those yellow banana slug guys. Do you guys remember those from episode 2? Remember those that worked for
Yes.
Dr. McCoy?
Jonathan might indeed.
Jonathan doesn't, but they're kind of slimy, kind of yellow bug guys. You know what? I might...
Don't eat them.
Yeah, they have legs and they have arms, but they are stretchy and kind of, and
I remember you calling them like frogs or something like that, like frog slug kind of thing.
something. But they work for Dr. McCoy. They're one of his creations, and so that's what you see basically all over the ship. And so there you go. So what do you guys want to name your ship?
Oh,
David.
that's a good question. Oh. Helix. Oh no. I feel like
Wow, I
Helix
didn't realize this would be such a tough call for you
Helix
guys.
said, my problem is Helix wouldn't jump to name the ship. I feel like he would have no strong feelings one way or another. So, Dylan on the other hand.
So it has to be something strong, something that inspires, something like a wombat.
Solar Wombat, perhaps.
Solar wombat. Yeah,
No.
feels like that.
Okay, Solar Wombat it is.
Nothing. I was trying to think of something smart to say.
All right.
I was unsuccessful.
Solar Wombat.
Feels right.
Yeah, and it just so happens
Not
that this is
always focused,
a 4-person crew ship, right?
Whatever we done.
Now here's the thing.
I've scurried to the pilot's seat.
Okay, so Calcuto just goes running off towards the ship.
Same old, same old.
Now here's the thing.
I
None of you guys know any better.
recommended and
'Cause- okay, cool. All right, so you go running off into the ship. Is everybody else? Dr. McCoy basically is going about his business, and he like nonchalantly, he's got like a remote control in his hand. He just like clicks it over his shoulder, and you see like the side of the ship begins to
Whoa.
like opening up so that you guys can then fly the ship out.
not Dr.
Fucking
Last thing
A.
you hear is, "I'll drive. Give me the keys."
I will operate any repair mechanisms that are needed.
Which of you guys
He says
is
with no sense of foreshadowing.
the which one of you guys would be the best at piloting? Do you think?
Oh, definitely Calcuto.
I think
What-
based on my old character sheet, it would have been me, but I'm not saying any like I'm more like mechanically inclined.
Yeah, I'm not sure what would we use.
It's not a boom and then it's done. What else are you
Would
doing?
it be like
What else are you doing that you can't?
I don't know.
spare a
What
little
background
bit
do you think maybe would give you an
Background. I forgot about that.
That's easy. I have a keen smell.
So
God, that's
I ain't a pilot or nothing, but working in the what was that, starport?
Okay then.
Mhm.
I know a few things, like a thing or two. Once again, I'm not flying, But I do know a thing about computer interfaces.
Mm-hmm.
Press the buttons and
Press a button.
We have our co-pilot, and based on the rat's confidence, I believe we have our pilot.
Yeah.
So basically how this would work, just so you guys know,
Yeah.
with the way backgrounds work, if you have it where it's spot on, say for example, if one of you actually had pilot, okay, that was what your background was, no brainer, you got that. Well, if you don't have that, then you take a look at other ones that you have, and you take a look at like your history, and you basically see, like for example, it's theoretically Corey could be versed in flying ships because, you know, would he be really good at it? Not so much. Grace, you have what? You have computers and...
Yeah, I mean, so robotic specialist and computer specialist am I too.
Correct.
Yeah.
So you could theoretically, and this is basically where the freeform of it comes in. If you can tell me how you have some experience in flying, then you get to use your background, whichever one would correspond to it, and it's just at a lower die threshold. Okay, so say for example, both of you guys, who's got the computer specialist? There's just Emmerich's and Helix. You've got what? You've got mechanics.
I do have a computer interface in my advantages, but in terms of background, it's mechanics.
Okay. Mechanics, but your mechanics normally was you were on a freighter. That's what you were doing. So there you go. So you would be able to use the mechanics, and the other one would be able to use the computer interface. Holy crap! Can you guys hear that?
It's like,
Okay, hold
is
on.
that Moose?
No, it's outside. Hold on.
Helix pipes up and says,
Okay,
if we end up in any wide open spaces with no power to our engines, I am very good at flying in those conditions.
I don't know why you're not listening to me. Look, each of the buttons has a certain smell, and you hit them in the right order according to the smell, and it takes you exactly where you want to go. You just
I mean,
have to find the smell of the place you're trying to get to. Everybody knows this.
I was hoping that you were going to try to get up and try to fly, and then I could hit
I'm
you.
going
And
to
then
try.
I'll go ahead and
That's,
that's one of the dogs wanting to get in. Obviously, everybody else in the house is doing something, so to decide to come. Hey, let me.
Well, you have dogs? I didn't know that.
I don't have dogs.
Oh,
My new roommate situation has dogs, and they
Nice.
like me. So there you go. So he was coming up to yell at me to say, "Open the door and give me attention." So, which sounds a lot like I'm trapped in a bear trap and dying. Okay, so Grace, what is your computers? Emmerich's computers.
So 4D is what I
Okay,
have.
so we could theorize that then you could fly at a 3D.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
what is Corey's background? What does he got? He's got.
My backgrounds are in customer service, logistics, and criminal. What I was saying earlier, I had computer interface and advantages, like Helix over there, but nothing in background.
Okay, so but we could say through your
Right, he knows how to hijack a ship.
yeah, we could say through your criminal, you know how to sort of fly. So what's the D code for your criminal?
3.
Okay, so it would be 2D then to fly, and then your mechanics Helix is what D?
6.
60. So you'd be the best, actually, because we would say that your ability to fly the ship would be, and I can say, depending on how connected it is, I can make it different. But being a mechanic of spaceships gives you enough knowledge to fly them, so you would be able to fly at 5D. Okay, and then what you do is, as we go through and we play, and you figure these out, you just jot it down. It's like, okay, so I can fly ships at a 5D. You know, and boom.
Well, why aren't you asking me about how?
Because it doesn't work into the negative.
Why, I don't know what you're talking about. Why do you? I'm an outlaw. I should know how to lace hot wire or something.
No, you just know how to scurry away.
We've already established Calcuto's level of being able to pilot spaceships. So there you
Can't
go.
wait to reestablish it today.
Yes. Okay, so you guys go running in. You guys go running in there. Oh, and we needed to. I needed to ask. Are you guys going to put anything into the into the fate pool? I mean, the hero point
Oh
pool.
shit.
At the start of every
I'll donate the 2 that I donated.
Huh?
last time.
Those go away.
Yeah,
So,
no, the same thing. I'm gonna do the same thing. 2
So you're
again.
gonna so the pool you're gonna put in 2.
And it's empty right now.
It's empty right now because you can use them for
And
more
not
than more than just combat as well.
Right.
So
But this
yeah.
pool is established at the beginning of every game.
Correct. So that you have them there to play with going forward.
I'll put 5.
5? Okay.
Bold move.
Good for-
Anticipating something terrible.
good for the
Yeah,
team.
you know what? I feel like whatever I earn off of my dice at the beginning of the game, I'm gonna throw back in there.
Oh,
We'll see how that plays out. But I'm gonna throw. We got 4 at the beginning of the session, right?
You did.
Yeah.
Because you roll a
did.
d4.
Right. Cool. Then I'll put 4 in there.
Okay.
Well,
put
we got
3
5.
in.
You have the guaranteed 1 and then the D4. So I got 5. You got 5.
Right.
I want 4 only. That's fine.
What about Emmerich's? Is Emmerich's going to put any into it?
Yeah, put 3 in.
Okay. So you guys have a 14 in there. Now I should have clarified a little bit with this. Now with these pool dice, these are ones that allow you to affect other people's rolls.
Right.
Okay? And you yourselves can pull from them to use them like you would use your own personal ones. Okay? So that's the difference between those. So
So how many are in the pool?
Hit
I
me
was
with
gonna
the
write that
number
down.
again.
there's 14. I'm sorry, what'd you say, Jonathan?
Can you hit me with how much is in the pool?
14.
Cool. I feel like we're gonna need those today.
Yeah, right?
Okay.
Especially if we actually let Calcuto get up to the seat.
Felix is perfectly confident that he knows what he's doing.
I mean, I don't really have a reason not to. That's what I have to say.
I mean, he was there from. He's the specialist, right? Like I'm buying in, and this guy knows how to do everything. This guy's like.
I'm not completely 100%. I'll be right there waiting for him to fuck up, kind of a thing.
Excellent. Okay, so Calcuto went running off into the ship.
You heard exactly what
Okay.
I said.
Well, I'll go do, yes, following being co-pilot.
Okay.
Helping where I can. Be
Nah.
useful.
Listen,
Okay, so you guys go in. You got your ship. It is not a top of the line, like crisp and clean, brand new ship, but it is in good condition.
because you're not getting
So
your
it's not
money.
like
Helix.
falling apart.
Helix is gonna do a walk around of the ship and like checking things and realizing that his hands don't work as tools anymore nearly as well. And like, although he's got like the grip, he doesn't have like the
Yes.
you just like flip out a different tool and
And also, so you guys know what that means under Advantage computer interface, it's sort of like being R2D2. Your finger, you can and
Oh.
plug it into the computer and directly interface with computers. Yeah. So at some point, you guys will be like, "Hey, how come my fingers can peel back?" Oh my God!
Values
That's
it.
nasty. I don't like it.
yeah, I don't like that either. And Helix is a robot, but Dylan doesn't like that.
Me and Corey are the same. That's what. See, it's easy to be your character.
It's so true.
I don't like it.
So yeah, he's gonna just do a quick walk around, check on any external parts of the ship, just like typical pre-launch.
Gotcha. It's in good condition, ready to go. It's full up on supplies and all kinds of what have you. It's got full fuel cells. It has a full reserve fuel cell. So yeah.
Then he jumps on, sits down in a chair, and straps himself into the computer console, ready to help out with any mechanical issues that arise during the flight. But otherwise, he feels confident that the operation of the ship is okay.
Excellent. So Calcuto, You go running in first ahead of everybody else. What do you do?
I'm going to press some buttons.
Okay, so where are you going to go on the ship? Oh, do I need to bring that?
Deck. Everybody knows the good stuff happens at the top of the ship. You got to go into the thing, go up, just find the top place.
Okay,
And then
well,
there
let's,
should be like a chair that looks out over the window. If I can find the chair with the window, I know I'm in the right place.
okay, so here we go. So here's the map of it right here. So let's go ahead and take a look. So I think what you're talking about is right up here in the front. Because you see that's a chair right here next to the torpedo launcher. And then this here looks like a chair for flying.
But what is this place up here? This top deck.
That top deck is... Oh, yeah, right there. No, you're totally right. I take that back. That is the up top.
So that's this place up
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, so you're in the captain's seat. There you go.
Goddamn right I
Yeah,
am.
that being said, I guess Helix would probably be. He's not even up there in the cockpit. He's down
Yep.
here with the engine room.
Oh, yeah, because that's what this is over here. Yeah. And then, see, like here, this is where you guys actually walked in through there. This is
Now
this is
look,
cargo.
everybody knows different buttons have a different smell. And if you combine the right smell to get to the right place, that's what I need to do. So I'm going to combine the smells of the buttons to get to where we're going.
Oh, okay.
Hey, no skin off my back. Go for it, Ratman.
Hey,
Okay.
he knows
What I
that.
want you to do is go ahead and roll me a D100.
You just don't want to get that.
Come on now.
You say the same.
You can do it.
Same thing all the time.
71.
Okay.
Good.
You press a button and it lights up and stays lit, and there's actually a slight hum in the ship.
That's a good sign.
Okay, what's Emmerich's doing during this? Oh, playing with a dog in the cargo
Play
hold.
with the dog.
That doesn't matter.
Well, everybody else just heard a slight hum too, I'm hoping.
Damn well what I
Yeah, actually, the ship is coming online, but Corey is actually there with you in the ship. So yeah.
Hey, sounds like you know what you're doing.
Yeah, so far it does look like he knows what he's doing. Because
Keeping an eye on him, a very, very, very close eye on him.
So the Emirates is with us, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so-
I'm not letting him too far out of my sight.
so Emmerich,
don't-
you're going. Where are you going? You're going to go to.
He's going wild tonight. Sorry. Where are we? Alright. I would like to go up to where Calcuto is.
Okay, so you're going to go up to the bridge, the main bridge. Okay, you go up to the main. You go up to the main bridge, and you see Ratman sitting in the in essentially the captain's chair, up on the very top deck, and he's just up there like the mad Phantom of the Opera. He's all like got his hands all up.
Oh, so
So-
it was like dumb luck that he chose the right one? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, and with that having been said, go ahead and roll me another D100.
Yes, here comes some more luck.
See what you got here.
Come on. Oh.
Excellent. Okay, so he presses another button, and this time the hum that was the ship was humming before, it goes. It's like a car backfiring a little bit. The ship shakes a little.
I want to grab the scruff of his neck and pull him off of the chair.
He's just an old model is all. It's not me.
Okay, you pull him
Press
up
another
off.
one. Press another one.
Hey,
As
You-
he's being pulled away, he's just like pressing all
You
of them.
you can go ahead and press another button before you go. Go ahead and roll me another D100.
come on, start. Come on, engines, fire it up. 53.
Okay, so basically he presses another button, but nothing really happens.
Right, and I'm
Yeah.
just gonna pull him off the chair. Yeah. Nice try. I think we need someone else to do this.
Okay, so
I poke up my head into the cockpit and say, "You have done a good job of opening and closing the doors."
What I was trying to do. Pre-flight checklist.
there you go.
Very good. And then I will go back down and sit back in here.
Okay, he goes back to checking out the ship. Now, Emmerich, you can fly it, and even Corey, if you wanted to, you could fly with no problem whatsoever, moving around. And I just realized I got you guys in the wrong spot. I'll have to move you. You don't really need rolls to like leave the hangar. That's not something that.
This is fun watching this.
The rolls were to see if he really messed anything up, and he was lucky enough that it didn't happen. So what are you going to do, Emmerich? You going to let him back at it?
No.
Yeah,
No.
come on.
No. No.
Let him
Nothing
roll the
happened.
dice.
Obviously, he doesn't know what he's doing. Him pressing buttons as I'm pulling away had no effect on what my action was.
Right. Okay. So you're just going to go ahead and take the main cockpit, and you know what? Let me go ahead and we don't have that.
Well,
on the screen here.
I'll sit and I'll look at Corey and say, "Do you want to fly?"
Hell no.
Okay.
I don't want to be responsible for everyone's lives in my hand. Nah, don't press on buttons. And besides, we die. We just go to other bodies, right?
I don't think so.
I think that's
and
how it works.
I'll press the button.
Okay. She's pressing your buttons, Calcuto. So you get the ship up, it's running, it's not a problem. And then I take it you're just going to leave? What do
Unless anyone has anything to say, Corey's the only one up here, so
yeah.
Does this
I
ship
guess-
have any weapons?
Radars ready.
Oh, yeah.
Primers
Oh,
go.
Where's a gun?
Felix
I mean,
would
like
show him, would
an
have
outside
invited him
turret.
to come with him and show him around the ship and show him the
Missiles?
ropes of some
There's
of the-
missiles too, yeah. There's missiles too.
Oh, these. I have to find them.
Okay. So Helix is taking Calcuto around the ship. Is that what he's doing?
Show him around, show him where the weapons are,
Okay.
and show him the ropes of the general layout of a starship.
Gotcha. Okay, so basically, that's what this thing is right here at the very top. That's a laser turret, is what that is. And then down here, you have what is basically, see that? It's a torpedo station right there
Yeah.
for shooting torpedoes. Okay, so there's the armaments of the ship. Doesn't have a
And this
bunch.
is where the alien bursts out of John Hurt.
There you go. Exactly. That's it. 100%. Okay. So, where are you guys going? What are you doing? What's the dealio? Do you need me to go over the different Sarah Hamiltons, or you got that down, or?
I don't think
Does
we're
that-
going wherever Emmerich said.
Radar.
yeah, I mean, and I had a pretty what's confident, that's the word, opinion of where to go, and no one challenged it. So
But you've never seen the movie, and you should probably go looking for the waitress.
this is true. I haven't seen the movie.
I do not know what that reference is, but whatever.
I'm assuming I should have gone to the person who I insulted last time.
We will find out.
So, Captain,
No time for second guessing yourself.
go ahead.
No one else is challenging me. I'm going.
Okay.
I got no better ideas.
Okay. So basically, what you had decided on going to is the Sarah Hamilton for Proxima C. Proxima C is a planet that was known primarily for its ore and for production of starships. The Sarah Hamilton here is the head of security for Proxima C. Supposedly. This is the information that you were given in the dossiers from the Mechanoid Union guys. Okay? Now, Emmerichs, you do know about Sarah Hamilton, as in this great computer programmer from back in the day. And, you know...
She's fairly old?
Like 500 years.
Oh, well, shoot. Okay.
Yep.
That's fine.
And so, and you know, because she's from the building of the encapsulation force field that keeps Earth in prison. She was the lead programmer / designer of that. Okay. But if this is the same Sarah Hamilton, they're not 100%. They were able to find 3 what they call ancients or Methuselahs or whatever the hell you want to call them, personalities that are over 500 years that possibly could be here. Okay, so you're going to go to Proxima C then?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, she could have been doing this for that long, for all I know. I don't think the dossier said anything about how long they've been doing it.
Well, the dossier has some background and what have you. This Sarah Hamilton, it's got about, I don't know, I'd say about 75 years worth of back history, but she's been on Proxima C for like 70 of that. The other 5 years, she was like starfishing off of the lunar belts or some kind of bullshit like that. That was, and then prior to that, essentially, a lot of that information has just been lost or is not confirmable. So, because there were the sector wars, don't forget, and during the sector wars, a lot of this stuff sort of got lost and what have you. So,
my opinion is changing, but I will go ahead with my gut instinct of last session and go to the one as the head of the security. Somehow we're gonna get in there and go after her.
Okay, so Proxima C is basically, essentially, it is a fully populated, fully modern planet and civilization. It is part of Sector 1 itself. It has its own security and police, and it also has prosecs that will be stationed on Proxima C as well. So,
here we are.
No one's wanting to say no to this idea, right?
Here we are, just traveling through space. Me, you, Emmerichs, and, well, Helix with us, and we have Ratman. Reminds me of last time that we went on an adventure. Did we have, like, poisons and bombs in us? Remember that? Mm-hmm. Remember?
You did. Yeah. Matter of fact, the bomb in Helix's was quite a show.
So, GM, remind me, we're out of Earth, right? We teleported out and we're on our way to...
Correct.
So,
Correct.
Tell me, Emmerichs, why don't we just fuck off, yeah? How about, why are we beholden to you this again? Remind me. And I'm just, like, hitting the radar buttons and testing things. Just casually.
He's hitting buttons.
Just go rogue. Yeah?
Because the people on Earth don't deserve to be down there. They need out of that place.
You say people, but you mean aunties, yeah? I'm just saying, yeah, 25,000 credit, but like, we're out. We're gone. They're back there. If they can chase after us, they will need us. Just saying.
And what do you call him? Who's I don't know what Calcuto's doing, but I mean he's not human.
Yeah, he's a rat man.
So should he just go back, and you can go on with your human life, or non-human?
Just saying, we can just make a run for it. Now we have our own ship. Take contracts, do some work, do some trading. Your own crew, a starship, something. See it now.
Solar Wombat.
The solar wombat.
Solar wombat. Yeah. I mean, if we want to just chase this woman down, go to a little security place, and sure. Just saying. And I'll drop the subject.
I mean, nothing he'll tell me will get me off of wanting to bust Earth open. Like, that is so deep inside of me for a wand.
I think at this time, too, Helix would come walking in. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
And he's singing, "I will survive." Hello.
Hey, Helix. We're on time. Beep, 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 beep.
On time for what?
Yeah. Beep, beep, beep.
Now, is Calcuto still with him? Or did Calcuto, like...
No, I want to find the gunner's seat in the turret where the gun is.
Okay, you totally got it. You're totally
All
in
right.
there. Because he showed you the hatch, and basically the hatch is... let's see if I can
I
figure
tried to
this
put
out.
myself in the right place.
Yeah, you see that their little white circle? That's
Yeah,
a
that's
ladder, and that'll lead up to right there. Bloop.
Okay. This is my new toilet.
Okay. Because you figure if you shit in there, nobody else will want to go in and play with your toys.
This is I'm going to piss on everything. It should be a nice. I'll even put the hatch back up so that it really marinates. You know the smell.
Yeah. Okay. Excellent. Okay, so I obviously Emrex is setting a course for Proxima C, and you guys are flying off. So, what's the plan, guys?
Oh, we're going. We're moving. Proxima C.
Right.
Joy and all that.
Yeah, because Emrex pretty much looked right at you, Corey, and went, "There's nothing you're gonna say that's going to deviate me from my plan."
Same. Has she gone to Lou? And it's just me and Helix up there?
Sure.
Yeah. So, Helix.
You see Grace look around the corner when you say that. You all poked around.
How's that body of yours? It's going good? Flesh?
It's unusual, but I understand more about some of the things I've read about humans before.
Oh, yeah. Cool.
Metaphors make more sense now that I have all of the parts that they talk about, like putting my finger on something.
Yes.
Now that I can put my finger on it, I understand.
Ah. Those human idioms.
That's right.
Yep.
Also, I feel more attached to my body. Before, I felt like a replica.
Really?
There were parts of me that were manufactured, both inside of my mind and on my body. This feels more real.
It's closer to real. Absolutely. I would imagine that you feel more attached. You want to keep this thing going, yeah?
I believe I would like that, yes. And
No,
Egg has told me I look very dashing.
That you do. You know we're heading to a planet with a lot of security and it'll be dangerous. Beep, 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 beep.
How dangerous?
Oh, almost certain death, mate. Certain death. But we could just maybe take a detour somewhere, enjoy our bodies, you with your, fleshy bits now, and me with my, I guess nothing's changed except, I got this thing, and I'm gonna peel back my finger and reveal a little digit, creeps me out, but and I'm gonna show off different pins that apparently have different tools.
Yep.
Like USB-C and
USB-C. Oh yeah,
different
charger and everything.
Uh-huh.
I want to give this a test run before we get to, ProSec. But that's just an idea, just a thought. And I'll notice that Emrex is maybe coming back, and I'm like, yeah, just normal stuff, not sowing any seeds here.
So yeah, so you're all just like, so did you see that hatch downstairs we walked in through?
Hi. I'm gonna look out the front window, out the windshield. I don't know what it's called on a spaceship. And because I noticed that the gunner dome is right in front of us. Do I see his head, like the Rat Man, in that dome, that pod thing?
Sure, why not?
Imagine.
I would, yeah,
Okay.
sure, why not? We'll say that you can.
Oh, I'm spinning it around. the
Yeah,
whole
you
time.
see the turrets like moving and stuff. Fortunately, it won't move so that it can shoot its own ship.
Oh, it's only 180 or 270.
Yeah, it just only goes so far this way, so far that way.
Damn, that makes
Yeah.
sense. I mean, yeah.
It won't go so far down so that he can shoot the hole in front of him.
Hey, did the Rat Man get in the gunner?
Yes, he did. I asked him not to shoot anything, but he made no promises.
Is it at that moment the bolt goes off?
It should.
Is it afterwards somewhere?
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna press another button because it's probably like alerted like fire or whatever.
Yeah. There's a little beep, beep, beep.
It's my new favorite gun.
I think we have a trigger happy Ratman. And I assume Emmerich is there now?
Yes.
Yes.
Emmerich,
I'm
how
back
do you
in there.
feel about approaching certain death?
He's a philosopher, after all.
What certain death? What do you mean?
I have been made aware of the likely fatality that we are approaching, and I wondered how you feel.
I mean, I just got here. I don't want to die.
Neither do I, but
See,
we
that's
have made a promise.
we made a promise, and we're heading straight to the Den of Lions, Pro-Sex Security. You know, Proxima Centauri. Yeah.
And I open the comms and I say, Ratman, we are going to die. How do you feel about it?
Let me come up there if we're all going to die.
Yeah. Yeah, the cockpit.
I'm on my way.
I think it's
Coming
going
up to
better.
die.
Okay. So a little bit later, you get Calcuto comes running in.
Did you piss yourself? Smell it.
He probably wouldn't like lower his pants or anything. So he probably did.
Yeah, no doubt, because you've got those ripped up pants that you put on, right, Calcuto? Okay.
I chewed something in half to put on some pants.
Right. So when you were peeing all over the cockpit, did you take your pants off?
See, this is where you misunderstand me. When I said I chewed the suit in half to make some pants, I meant I used the top part. So I put my legs through the armholes, and the dangly bits are just hanging out the neck.
Okay.
Amazing, dude. I thought you were gonna say you misunderstood. I cut it vertically.
Right.
Jumpsuit.
No, I just used the top half for the buttons.
Amazing.
Come on, I've done this. That's not my first rodeos. That's what I'm saying. You know.
So the question still needs to be answered. Do you take them down when you're pissing?
I don't have to. There's a big neck hole.
Oh, okay. So you got the neck. I was assuming the neck hole was for your tail.
No.
That makes way too much sense.
Okay, so your rat junk is just
He
hanging
chewed a
out.
hole through
Okay,
it.
I got you. Okay, all right,
Get
cool.
that R rating, man.
All right.
I mean, come on.
Okay, cool.
I've got some class, you know.
I see him.
Okay, so he comes walking up with his shirt on thing.
Chance. Oh, sure, chance.
But yeah, I might have splashed.
Yeah.
Well,
So that might be what you're smelling.
good thing we're not in tight quarters. Anyways, we're heading to Proxima Centauri. You know anything about that? Nope.
So should we go to a different one first? I don't understand. I don't understand what's
Oh,
happening.
Captain.
Right
No. If you think that we should go, then we should go. We follow your lead. We are just the loyal crew. of yours.
now. I hear what you're saying, but I know the meaning's not there.
Regardless of the meaning, gotta look at our actions. Have I not followed the calls to Proxima Centauri? Have our gunners not readied their weapons? Have our engineer not tested everything? Or maybe ambiguous. Our actions speak true. We are heading to Proxima Centauri.
Yep.
We are your loyal crew, Captain. So, but if you wish to change the course, then yeah, all the way to thick and thin.
I don't think that this is some tyranny. We need to be together.
Yeah, together. Except I'm here and you're there, and Felix is there, Ratman's there.
I'm here. What are we talking about?
Corey wants to not go to where we're going.
That's probably the smartest thing we could do.
Well, I just don't see another option. Is there?
I am conflicted, mainly because I do not understand anyone's point of view.
We are going to save this entire planet from confinement and suppression.
We're going to go shoot a woman in the head. That's what we're going to go do.
That's all we need to do.
I don't know how you mean we're going to save people, but whatever. I'm good with it either way. You don't understand. I'll shoot whoever. I'll shoot you. I'll shoot you. I'll shoot him. It doesn't matter to me.
Yeah,
You're
family
immoral.
crew. Yeah.
But I'm not really in the saving types. So that's not how I think.
You don't want 25,000 credits?
Well, yeah, I like that too. But me and money, as much as I love it and I really, really want some, I never seem to be able to hang on to it. So it's a double-edged sword for me.
You don't forget they fronted you guys $10K apiece.
I totally forgot that.
Right.
You know what to
That's
say.
not written.
You were getting the other 15
I have no chance.
at the completion of the job.
I thought it was 14 waiting for us. I didn't know it was 15 waiting for us. Go.
So, and I tried to give 1,000 to the doctor to let my clone just walk out the door. Doesn't seem like he's doing that son of a bitch.
What? He's taking you for a job.
I don't want a job with him.
Yes, you do.
I do not.
You love the doctor.
You wish I did.
Look,
Hate the name.
don't mean to sow discord. We're all here. There's nowhere else for us to run. We can't just open the door and leave. So,
Do it. We can't? Why not?
no, we can't. Space. Listen,
All right, well, that's fair.
just want to be sure that we're all here for the right reasons, for good reasons. And for you, it's for saving a planet of people, aka the eyes. For us, it's and we'll look to Helix and Ratman, and I'm just going to wonder what's their motivation currently.
I'll do it for the money, but if you're about to do some kind of rousing speech about getting the fuck out of here, I'll follow you.
Oh. So that's Ratman.
I personally am crippled by philosophical dilemma. I do not wish to take a life, and it would be nice to save millions of lives. And I myself am an arty, and he goes on like that for a while,
Yeah.
and comes to no certain conclusion, and he is not going to help in any way come to the conclusion.
You keep going back and forth with the pros and cons.
Yeah. And quotes of philosophers and
Honestly, I think that your biggest problem is that you're using a stun rifle. You'd feel a lot better if you blew somebody's head off once in a while.
I'll let you
do
out
not
at
wish to
Proxima
kill.
C, Corey,
What?
and I'm going straight on.
Roam around in Proxima C?
You want out? Get out.
Not at Proxima C. That's where heavy prosec is, yeah?
Yeah, there's Prosec there. Mm-hmm.
No.
What is it with you and the pro sex anyway?
I believe they've got his number, as it were.
Listen,
Wait a minute.
safety in numbers.
Corey.
Nope, safety numbers. Let's. All right, team.
Yep.
Wait a minute.
You know who he is.
There was a big-time drug dealer kind of guy. I remember because he had the best rod and it came with a little coin stamp on it. It was the O coin, and you were like, "Oh, coin!" And everybody knows the Corio coin. Your name was like a household word.
Who's?
It's
a different one.
I heard you were dead.
So you know what? Yeah, Captain. Let's.
You know what? Turns out I was right. You were dead, and then they put you in this body. Holy shit.
Wow.
Wait till I tell my family. I've got like 300 to 500 cousins that are really going to be interested in this.
It's a lot of cousins, yeah. I did die, and I'm here now, so I don't really know what dying thing.
No, you don't have to worry, because everybody thinks Corio's coin is dead. He went to boom. So,
It's true.
That does ring true because everybody you ran into on Earth during that first episode, they were like, "Hey, I know who you. I thought you were dead." That's what everybody said. They're like, "I thought you were dead."
Did die. Yeah,
And here's the other thing. Don't forget, your face is different now.
Yeah.
change your name, and you got everything you need. I
Yeah.
can call you Bob if you like.
That's terrible, but
Well, you figure it out then, because I'm just going.
so yeah, let's stay
Sitting
there.
in the pilot seat fuming at this point. Corey's fucking pissed me off.
So
I
I think we should stay the course. Yeah, that seems right.
I tend to agree, if only because I don't know if I agree with any of you.
Okay. So you're going to Proxima Centauri then? Okay. All right. So the ship is going through. It's on its course. It's not going to take you that long. It'll take you basically, I think, maybe about a day to get there. It's pretty close. It's one of the closest stars to Earth, actually. So, what are you guys going to do?
Yes.
Now we've got it established that you're going to Proxima Centauri. It's an open world. It's not like, anybody can go there. Okay, that's not a problem. They will check you when you come in to make sure. It's just like if you're driving on the highway and the 5-0 drives up behind you and just runs your plate right quick. It's pretty much the same thing as that, but they do it with computers as you fly in.
Well, and I'd assume that I've got some idea of what they're looking for, because I had made a pretty big habit of going into places I shouldn't be to infect things with AI.
That's true.
Do I need to hide the guns and the drugs? That's what I normally do when the
drugs?
pulls up behind me. Like, I better tuck this under the seat.
Yeah. So basically what they're looking for, okay, they have figured out, because to basically they need the plans, okay? They need to know how the force field and all that operates so they can shut it down. That's the
Highlander
theory.
2.
Now,
Sorry.
to do that, they can either try and break into prosec facilities like Liberty One or something like that, and get it out of the computers there. Really hard, really difficult. So that's what they decided. Let's go and get the actual brain of the person who did it, and then they'll give us the insight to shut it down.
So I meant I would know what the prosecs are looking for when they're searching our bodies. That's what I mean.
They're not going to
make
search.
sure that we pass, and if they actually do
Right.
a pat down on us.
Basically, they're not going to do a pat down on you. Basically, what'll end up happening is they'll scan your ship coming in. Okay, they're going to run the ship to see if the ship is, hot or anything along these lines. They will get images of you guys coming off, and they'll run it in databases to see if you're wanted criminals.
Probably not fear or something like that. I think they'll be fine if it's a visual sort of thing. But I'm a little bit famous too, Corey O'Coy.
Yeah. Actually, you know what? Corey, you might have actually heard of Calcuto.
Oh.
He is actually infamous. Go ahead and give me a D100 roll.
Let's see what I know, because I don't know anything. I honestly, Jonathan doesn't know anything about this guy either. 32.
32. Nah, you don't know this rat man.
Yeah, this is the right guy.
I travel.
Actually, you know what? I'll do it this way. This will be even a funner way of doing it. Okay. Now, you need to roll Calcuto a D100 and get less than what Corey did.
I've only heard this much, and does his fame reach my circle?
Yeah, exactly.
Ah!
The exact opposite.
Okay.
Or is it? I don't know.
Or was that when I was flying
No.
the ship?
Yeah, you wanted low. You
Under,
wanted
right?
you wanted to get under. Yeah, exactly. So like if you would have rolled and you would have got really high, then it's more likely the case that you would actually hear of him, sort of
I'll
thing.
bet that would have turned on the ship, though.
Yeah, man.
It would have turned.
It would have turned on the ship.
But I'm gonna go with it anyways. I'll say yeah. Oh yeah, I've heard of you. Yeah, man. Absolutely. Because I don't care to be famous. I'm not trying to be famous at all. So I'll
Right.
Sure, you did the thing. The ears. It's the ear thing. Yeah.
And Calcuto, you know this. That's why you normally don't go to these planets that are really, modern. You tend to stick to the backwaters and stuff because it's
How do
easier.
I hide?
I don't know. How do you hide? You tell me.
So, is there any
Lipstick
modulators?
and eyelashes. No,
I'm sorry, what'd you say, Jonathan?
Is there any face modulators we got around here? Something that we can just usually come in a black box and we can just hide in the shirts. Affects the
Not on the ship.
little scanners. No?
You could take a detour and probably get something like that. But you do know that under fine prosec scrutiny that they would be able to pierce that. It would pass for the generic scans where they scan the people who come through the spaceports.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you guys played Outer Worlds? Anyone here play Outer Worlds?
No.
not yet.
It's exactly that what I was talking about. It's a black box put on you, holograms your body, but if anyone walks within 5 feet, they can see right through it. But
Oh,
from
really?
distance,
That's perfect. That's exactly how it works then.
but we don't have any. Yeah, got it. It's too good. Because, I'm this guy, this face. You, Cal Juto.
Well, now look, there is a gag that I used to run with this other friend of mine who's not really a friend, but I would be his prisoner, and he would turn me in for the bounty, and then he would let me go later on. Well, he wouldn't let me go. He would, rescue me later on. Not that I
No.
It sounds very similar to the plot of a movie I once.
What movie was that?
I think
It
that's
was
where we got it.
An old western. Very, very famous film. But far before our time.
Cool.
You must have
No,
had a lot of time to watch movies at some point if you've seen that one.
I was stuck on a ship sometime.
I've seen every movie. I did have an advantage. I can watch them much faster than you can.
Oh, well, that's good, I guess.
In fact, I just rewatched it just now.
But no, listen. Normal movie talk, yeah? That idea. Prisoner. Yeah, I was thinking it would send us straight through security and to the head of security, and that's like That's not where we want to be, but it is. We do
See?
want to go to head security.
See, you
If
got
that's
to
the
think like
goal.
a rat sometimes.
That's the goal, right, Captain?
Who's the captain?
I'm gonna gesture up to the
Emmerich's.
higher level. Yeah.
Who's gonna capture Calcuto?
Oh, jeez, I'll surrender to you.
Any of us? Three?
Or all three of us.
No, not all three. One of us should stay here. One of us should stay in the city. Spread out, you know. So we're not all caught in once. Just like Ratman said, if we get pinched, we can rescue each other.
I think I agree with this plan. It's quite refreshing.
Yeah.
Okay. Now keep in mind, like I said, this is a high tech world, so this is basically, you know, they have all kinds of ships, all kinds of, you know, think of what's the name of that Coruscant is in Star Wars? Is that
Coruscant?
yeah?
I'm not a Star Wars guy.
Yeah. So basically, there'll be plenty of security everywhere. It's not a it's not like when you're on the frontier planets, but it can still be done.
I say
Okay.
we do it.
Okay.
My only stipulation is Corey's not here alone.
What you mean? I'll be the shadow. What was this non-trust? It feels like you don't trust me.
I want. Really?
Look, you know,
Batman, you trust me, yeah?
I've got this really weird idea. See, because normally I get brought in by like bounty hunters, but you two don't really look like the normal bounty hunters, and they don't know you at all. So here's what I'm thinking. Maybe you're just a couple of farmers. You're a husband and a wife, and I came and I broke into your shed, but you caught me. And now you realize that to save the farm, you can turn me in for the bounty.
Yeah,
I'm
it's good
sorry.
goal, but
All the way here to do
Isn't Helix huge?
Oh yeah. It's
that.
they're both big, fit. You know.
Oh, that's look like a big farmer. That's what he looks like. You ever been to Nebraska?
Emmerich's looks like a space Viking. Is what she looks like.
Yes, farmers. I like it. See, and a married farmers. So you know, you guys, because of the bickering you do, I think it'll pass.
this character, what's called player question. You're talking to me and Grace, is that right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Corey.
Yeah,
Corey.
no.
Because Helix, he's gonna stay back on the ship, and but so
Yeah,
I agree.
still,
I-
Bob and Emmerich's.
look, you already saw that I'm Corey Alcoy, yeah.
No. I don't see that at all. I see some, I don't know, sort of
One
Nordic.
is, I do have some reputation. I should not be the one to bring you in.
But you're going to change your name to Bob, and you're going to be married to her, and she's going to be like henpecking you and be like, you got to turn him in for the bounty because our farm is going to die otherwise.
Does she look like a farmer to you?
Yes, she will when she
I'm
starts
moral.
poking her finger into your chest and telling her to turn me in for the money.
They have
It's going to
bio
work,
scanner
it's going to work so well. I don't know why you think
look right through me.
it. Nobody can see who it is. Everybody thinks Corey O'Coin is dead. Nobody's really sure about him.
Heard the rumors. They can see through my bio signature.
Look,
All this
tell me this.
physical. It's not.
The Dr. McCoy did say that you guys, your synthetic humans will you'll pass for human. That you guys are designed to not register as anything but. So you got that going for you. Unless you start peeling back your fingers and showing them your. But then it would just be like cybernetics or something.
Fine. I prefer. player doesn't want to, or core doesn't want to. Let's see how it goes.
What do you want to do? Come on, this is a good plan.
Like I said,
You just want to fuck off and find a different planet to become a farmer.
don't say anything I fucking off. I'll do my part. I'll be in the sea. If you need me. But listen, I'm a team player. Captain, you know me. Team player, always. What do you want to do? You make the final call. And I'm going to turn to the captain. I'm like, I'll leave it up to you because I want to be part of the team.
Why aren't you looking at me? I thought I was the captain.
Sure, captain, yeah. And I'm going to look back to Emmerich.
I mean, I think as soon as we step off this ship, I'm assuming you're gone. No matter what. You aren't staying behind. We're farmers.
We're farmers. And I'm going to point to me and her.
Of planets.
Planets. We farm planets. Perfect. Love your improv. It's going to be great. Let's go get arrested.
Okay. So,
I will stay on the ship alone. It's what I'm good at.
okay, so basically a day goes by, and you come to Proxima Centauri. You're starting to come down to Pro C, as it's known in the biz, and basically, who's going to be doing the flying at this point in time?
I think Helix would offer, since he's staying with the ship, to drop them off, and he would fly first.
Okay, so as you're coming in, the ship is getting hailed. It's standard, regular procedure. It is basically the planetary security or whatever the hell it is sending out a hail to your ship, basically wanting to know who and what you are. You would send it back. Totally standard procedure. Now, you can A, do the auto response, or B, send your own response. Basically, what you get sent along with it is like a serial number that is connected with the ship. That's the big thing that goes along with it. But there's like a pre-recorded message, and then you can send your own. So which do you wish to do?
Helix will just check that the pre-recorded message doesn't seem fishy in any way. Just interface with the computer and just check that it's all on the up and up, that the ship hasn't been stolen or anything.
Okay. Have any of you guys seen the there's a young rap group of guys out of, I think, Rhode Island called Quarak, that like look at their phones, and it's basically because it's like a home answering machine, you know. It was like, sorry, we missed your call. But basically, it's a recorded message, and it's like some guys like rapping about being the interstellar space booty slayers and whatnot, and that they're here to slay all that booty and what have you. So,
No,
and in the end, it gives the serial number of the ship.
So this used to be like a space limousine for a rap group?
It's not that nice of a ship. It's more along the lines of some degenerates used to have this ship at one point in time.
Gotcha. I open the comms, and Helix goes, hey, y'all, we're just coming in, bringing this thing in for a quick drop-off. I got some of my friends here, driving them in to come in to drop them off for some work they have to do in the city.
Okay.
We're coming on in, and I give them the heading and all this stuff. And
Gotcha. Yeah, all the technical jargon. Then basically the only other thing, the information that you're going to give them is whether or not you're there for commerce or you're there for like personal. This determines which space port they're going to send you to.
He would claim it was personal.
Okay.
personal-
And I'll scream behind, I'm being abducted, you sons of bitches!
Are you really up in the cockpit and say that?
Oh, God, yes.
Okay, cool. All right. So Calcuto just like kind of roaming around your feet and whatnot, and he still that. And then basically, because it's like an electronic voices are going back and forth because you're talking to a computer is basically what you're talking to, and then there's a crackle of, and then there's a somebody comes online and goes, "This is Prosect Agent 742. What was that again? I have here. There is somebody being abducted. Is this true? Can you speak again? Who is this?"
I pressed the button.
This is my friend Billy Joe here. He's a real prankster. He thought it'd be funny.
They've got me! They've got me!
Oh,
They don't have
shut
any
up,
right
dude.
to be bringing me in! I'm in handcuffs! Shoot them down! I'll take my chances!
Very well. We're just going to scramble some escort ships to take you down to Prosec Landing Bay Area C-43. At
right.
punch time, we will board your ship, and we are going to give a full scan at this time. Please
Don't
do
have
not
any
attempt.
citrus fruit or
Yeah,
any
they
live animals.
and basically
me.
they patch up, they send up the code so the ship can follow it directly to the landing pad. Okay, and unless you do something, the ship will automatically go to this landing pad.
That's a good thing. Let's go.
I turn around and I look at him, and for the first time, Helix is able to show frustration on his face.
Yes.
And for a moment, he kind of shakes it up and, "Excuse me, I thought I was doing a pretty good job."
Nah, this is going to be good. We'll be so close to where we need to be by the time we get there. It's perfect.
Okay.
We're taking out a lot of steps that are going to happen in the middle way anyway.
I push a button.
Okay, so Emmerich is down below getting her stuff ready or what have you, and I'm going to say that Emmerich was not on the cabin. What do you call that? The pilot's deck, cockpit. When that
Bridge.
exchange happened, Helix, are you going to notify anybody about this?
I'll go back
No.
down to that table where John Hurt died.
Okay, so you go back down to the John Hurt table, and I'll say that at that point in time, you've got Emmerich's coming out. And where's Corey during that?
Yes, I'm looking now.
Oh, you're muted, Jonathan.
I was probably with Emmerich's trying on overalls or something. I don't know, trying to like get
Gotcha.
our story straight.
I would be trying to walk off the anger. I wouldn't want Corey with me.
I'll follow her. Like, we have to get this done. We can't just say we're planet farmers, and I'll look like, oh, she went left. Okay, and I'm just like following, just like power walking. I'm like, the small ship. We've done 6 laps. That's where you find us, I imagine.
Yeah. Okay.
And the comms open as you're having this discussion, and you hear, "The plans have changed. I apologize. I really couldn't do anything." And
We're in some Barney rubble.
And right about then, Calcuto comes scurrying down into this lower level there.
Looking for some food. Hey, look,
Okay.
it's a bread.
I'm gonna handcuff him. I don't know with what. Do we have rope?
Oh, I need my other claw to eat the bread.
Corey will hold it for you.
Robert.
Well, there you can find like fasteners on the ship that you could use.
Oh!
Yeah, like zip
Which,
ties.
yeah, they're like industrial zip ties, is what they
Why
are.
are you helping them?
Okay, so you start getting them ready. What else does Helix say? Is that it? You don't say anything else?
nope.
Okay, excellent, cool. All right, so basically the ship comes down. You guys, you guys land. You're by one of those rear gangplanks that go down, and it starts. You press the button, and it starts lowering. And as it's lowering, you start to see at first, you see some like different ships and like a spaceport behind it. And as it lowers, you start to see the tops of helmets. And then it keeps going down, and you're seeing standing there before you is 10 prosecks with guns pointed at the hold, and behind them is like this hover wagon car for transporting of prisoners and what have you. And the main guy, the main guy in front goes, "All right, put your hands up. We're coming aboard to scan and search the ship."
I can't put my hands up. I'm the prisoner type.
Were you the one that was screaming over the intercom?
Yeah, they should have gagged me, but they didn't. What can I say?
All right, and so they take you all back in, and they go and they round up Helix. They sit you guys down at the John Hurt table, is what we're going to call it now.
I don't know what they. If we're gonna keep using that reference, you guys gotta tell me what it is. What is that?
Well,
You
that's
gotta watch Alien.
That's the original Alien movie.
Oh, is it that donut table?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you got it.
Got it.
And it's the end of Spaceballs too. So just
Yeah, that's true.
Hello, my baby.
Hello,
Yeah.
my darling.
Yeah, fuck, I
I
forgot about
got
that.
it. I'm here now.
Sorry.
Thank you for bringing me up to speed.
Okay.
And the joke there is it's the same guy. It's the same actor.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's John Hurt. Yeah.
Amazing.
See how you can
Yeah.
enjoy that joke now?
Yeah.
Okay, so they take you in and they sit you down at the table, right? The prosecks have, as these guards come in after they march in and they funnel you guys in there. Then there's all kinds of different prosec teams like that are coming in with these electronic, with these mechanical backpacks and sniffer units and scanners and those guys are dressed in like orange jumpsuits and they're basically going through and they're searching the ship. Okay,
That's
as
right.
they're-
Scan me, guys. You know who I am.
And basically,
Let's take a picture.
as you guys are sitting there, one of the guy who's got a compact goes beep 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 beep. He goes, "Yep, this one is wanted."
For everything. Huh? Check that out.
Yeah, good call, good call.
Oh, sorry. I'm the hand.
And they scan you three, and the two officers that are there. Okay, there's like a sergeant type and like a captain type, and then the rest are just like regular prosec officers. They start like talking to each other under hushed breath and whatnot, and then the captain goes, "There's no record of any of you ever."
What?
He points to the three of them and he goes, "We're going to need some information. Who are you?" This ship was last registered to the entertainment group, the Quark. The Quark, that's what I'm going to call him, Quark, because I can't use something to get sued off of. Okay, so the Quark, a notorious rap group, because they're not that good, but that's beside the point. It's the ship is free and clear. There's no problem with that. But who are you?
Well, of course, it's free and clear. My name's Caleb, and it's my wife Courtney, and we kind of live off the grid, so to speak. And we did buy this ship free and clear, paid a whole 100 credit for it. That's for damn sure. And they actually put us back in the ground, and that's why we got the son bitch right here, and I'm gonna kick little rat man.
You're son of the bitches. He's a
Okay.
easy.
So yes,
Okay.
we don't have no record, no sir, no record of us, not all, because we live a simple life, farming planets.
And
And
what
I'm gonna look at it. Farming.
farming plants? What planet are you from?
Red sun,
Red Sun?
red sun.
Red Sun.
Oh, you might call it something different, but we call it red sun.
Okay. There can actually be a planet. You can just make one up. That's totally legit because there's plenty of them. So we'll call one that's called Red Sun. So, all right.
Call it red sun, yeah.
And What
Hey,
about?
yeah, sorry about the ship, man. That's my bad. I bought the ship. I did not register the ship. This is my cousins. I told them I bring them here to the city here. They had a problem they had to get rid of. It was sort of a off the book sale. Write me up whatever you need to do. I apologize, but those fellas came over. They want to get rid of the car. Well, the ship. Sorry, we drive cars where I'm from. It's my first ship.
Low
Yeah,
tech.
it's fun.
Absolute low tech.
Well, all right. Well, we're just gonna run some checks. Y'all don't mind if we take some DNA samples, do you? And he pulls out.
You keep those needles away from me.
And he pulls out a little. It's like a little. It's not really a needle, but it's like they just put it over you and they press a button and it just was a little.
What the fuck ever happened to just fingerprints, man? But what you need our flesh for, man? That's what.
Please, thank you.
Are you refusing the DNA check?
Well, see, now that's actually against what we believe in. So, you can't do that to us. Thank you.
I believe that's true. They have religious objections.
And do you see the two officers are kind of like, well, all right. Why don't you just hold tight and we'll get you cleared to leave. We'll give you you'll need to get your ship registered. And what was your name?
Oh, that's Stevie. I don't have a last name, man.
Stevie.
What can I say, man? My dad didn't have a last name. I don't have a last name, man. I don't know what all you city people have got last names, man. What do you need more than one name for? Only 5 people where I live. These 2, that guy, and some other guy, and me.
And you farm planets.
Since we're reaching out and all, I was thinking that there's only me, Caleb, and there's my wife, Courtney, of course, and I think there might be some other Calebs out here. So maybe we should register under a communal last name. Perhaps M sucks. What about that?
M sucks.
Yeah, what about that? Does that sound good? I think that sounds right.
So
M sucks. That would be good.
the captain at this time looks at his subordinate and he goes, "These guys are all yours." And then he goes, and they just grab Calcuto and they drag him out of there.
Oh, wait, I'm going down now. What about that bounty?
Oh, well, yeah, we'll get it.
We're gonna go right with him until we get that bounty. That's our problem.
I just want to make something clear. You have heard of me, right? I haven't faded into obscurity yet, right? I'm still notorious.
Yeah, notorious is what we would call you, you little. Yeah. And he goes, "Oh, yeah, by the way," and he reaches into one of his pockets and he pulls out a muzzle.
No!
they put a muzzle on you.
You are a son of a bitch. You don't belong here.
I'm gonna whisper under my breath. Now why do you think of that?
There you go. And they go, "Very well. You can come and wait inside as we process them. That's not a problem, and we'll make sure to get you your bounty." So, okay.
I toss one of the our comm links to Corey, and yeah, man, I'll stay with the ship, man. I don't want to leave this ship here. I don't know, the city, man. People take off the ships, man. You end up sitting there on concrete blocks, man. I don't want to.
TikTok, yeah, sir, TikTok.
Right, all right. Okay, so they're gonna leave.
Wait, I'm sorry. As he tosses me the comm, I'm gonna toss him that chunk of bread that I was holding for Calcuto.
I take a bite out of it.
That is gross. But all right, I'm gonna keep on going.
Okay. All right, so you guys, Calcuto, Caleb and Courtney will go along with the Prosex, and they're going to escort you in. So basically, you go out of the ship. You're on a big hangar. This is a big spaceport, but you can tell this is a military spaceport. There's like military ships all around, and Prosex ships and stuff like that. So they take you in. They march you into basically this building. You go through some security. They go into a waiting room, and they have you say. They tell Courtney and Caleb. You say, you can go ahead and wait here, and they take Calcuto down the hall, and they put him in a cell. And then the captain comes back and he goes, I'll go and get your bounty. I'm also going to get you all some literature on, well, what it's like to live on a planet like this.
Oh, like a brochure. Yeah, sure, son. Bring that brochure on.
Yeah.
And, give it a flip over.
Okay.
And do you have those little water fountain, little paper cups, little cone things? And
he points over. There's like a refreshment unit in the wall over there. Where you're,
cups?
yeah, of course.
Oh, yeah, they do.
and this is basically essentially where you guys have been brought. This is actually a holding area for prisoners that are coming and going from the planet. So there's a number of different cells, and you're in a waiting room where there's like a half dozen other people there as well. Calcuto, go ahead and roll me
Something all right.
4d10 and let's see what you get.
Going to roll 4d10.
4d10. Okay.
That's surprisingly low.
Yeah, it is surprisingly. You got two ones in that.
Two of those are ones.
Do you
Can I
want?
spend fate points to re-roll that?
You know what? I'll let you spend a fate point to re-roll that if you want.
I'm going to spend one of my personal fate points to re-roll that one.
You don't even know what you're rolling for.
I know, but I know it's got to be bad.
Yeah, like, maybe how many people know who you are.
Go ahead. Let me see what you got. Excellent. Okay, that's much better. 31. Okay. So what you were rolling for is how much your bounty is now worth.
That's what I'm looking for.
You're now worth 31,000 credits.
1,000 credits.
Yes. Which is substantial because if you remember in episode 2, you were only pulling in like, was it 15,000 or something like 10, 15,000?
Like it doubled.
Season
Yeah.
2, you mean?
Season 2, yeah. Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so there you go. So you're in a cell, and they throw you into a cell with a number of other. You're not by yourself. You're in there with a number of other, like prisoners. You didn't try and bring anything with you, right, Calcuto?
Well, my holdout blaster never leaves my butthole.
It's in your butthole.
Well, wherever I can hide it.
Well, they were going to do a thorough scan of you, so is it in your butthole?
It is in my butthole.
Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to do a check here, a roll, and we're going to roll for our good old pro-sex here, see if they were able to find this when they were doing...
They're going to go up the rat man's asshole? I don't think so.
Well, somebody eventually will if they find out that you have one. Okay, so the difficulty on this is going to be a... Hold on, let me pull up the different...
Spend the fate point.
We have 15 fate points.
Yes,
I realize
you do.
If we don't use them,
No.
all 14 of those just go away.
You got it.
I've got 18 of them left. I will spend all 18 of them to make this happen.
Okay, so it's going to be a moderate rank. So we're looking at a rank of 15 to do it. Okay, so let's see here. Let's see if they. What do we get?
What did you get? 18.
18.
Okay, so they will detect it. Are you?
Unless I spend a fate point.
Are you going to spend a fate point?
I would very much like to.
Can we spend fate points to re-roll and increase the difficulty?
Yeah, like to make it harder.
You
Next
can.
level?
You can basically what you can do. Yes, you can increase the difficulty or you can decrease difficulties. So for
or
you can do either. So this is how it'll work. So because of your personal ones, you can use to decrease the difficulty for yourself. Those pool ones you can use to increase the difficulty of somebody else.
I don't feel bad. I threw 2 of them in there. I'm at least spending 1 of them.
Use it.
Okay, so you can spend 2.
Yeah.
So you're gonna
that's
do
you,
that?
man.
Okay.
I will spend 2, and there'll be 12 then in the.
Well, you already spent 1.
Okay, that came out of the pool.
Oh yes, so that came out of the pool.
Okay.
And we're talking about the same roll, so you can only spend up to 2 on the same roll.
Oh, then
Okay.
it's still 12.
Okay.
Right.
So so you spend another one to lower it. It'll increase the difficulty to 20 is
That's
what that'll
I'm
do.
looking for. That's what
Okay.
I want.
Okay. So it'll increase it to 20. So here we go. Okay. You're successful.
Punched up, right moment.
You got lucky.
I've got my butthole gun.
So they were unable. There's something about the Ratmano physiology that when
Yeah.
they were scanning, they were all like, "Looks right to us." So
It needs to be different.
yeah. So you have been thrown in there. Yeah. Now they do take your restraints off when they put you into the cell.
Okay, good.
Okay. You are currently in the cell with roll me 1d6. Tell me what you get.
Fuck.
High is good. What? Now high is bad?
I got a feeling I'm in there with 6 people.
You got if you roll the 6, there's 6 other people in your
Does
room
that,
here.
does that explode?
No, it doesn't. But this is the good part. Now, what I want you to do is I want you to roll me 6d20.
How many of those 6 people know you?
Yeah, right.
That's what I'm thinking it is.
What else could it be?
You know, though, if you would have watched last season, Jonathan, you'd know that Calcudo's a real like Rorschach situation. They're kind of locked up in there with him.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Could be bad for other people.
Yeah.
first off, you get thrown in there, and you're looking at. You know, you've been in a cell before. You know how to like puff up when, sort of thing. And for the most part, you've got 4 humans. Okay. You got one lizard guy. But you got one rock guy. Okay.
Rock.
Now this guy is he's not really he's not like really tall or anything like that. He's like just under 5 foot, but he's like 5 foot wide too. He comes from a really high gravity planet, and he's got their skin is like rock. Okay. Oh, and he knows you.
Oh, shit.
And you know him.
I do.
Oh. Oh no. His name is Crusher. And you've swindled him more than once.
What are the odds?
Come on.
I mean, 1 out of 20 or something like that.
Yeah. So
Or 3 out of 20. Who knows?
he sees them throw you in here and he's like, well, what do we have here?
Well, look at that Crusher. Hey, you know what they say? It's always good to see family when you're on the road.
Family.
Doing, big guy.
Yes. Unless you're here to free me and give me the... Roll me 2d20.
2d20 is nothing.
Yeah.
Please be nothing. Please be nothing. 25.
Okay, you owe him 25,000 credits.
A lot of credits, yo.
That's how much you've swindled out of him from the 2 swindles, because you've swindled them twice. And the total is 25,000 credits altogether.
Oh, well, one was like a 9 and the other one was a double or nothing type of deal?
Yeah, something like that. So, so he's a... And he comes to stand and he's just like looking down at you.
Crusher, it's so good that you are here right now because I'm about to pay you
Why?
back. I'm going to pay you back everything I owe you.
How?
Do you know what my bounty is on this planet?
No.
It's 31,000 credits. Does that cover what I owe you?
If you could give me 31,000, yes.
But here's the thing. I had a couple of rubes bring me here. And they're going to collect on my reward. But then they're going to break me out so we can split it. It's like in the old days. You remember?
No.
Oh, maybe you don't remember. I don't know how rocks do with memory. But look,
You're going to break me out?
that's right. You break out with me.
He's
help me
reaching
take-
down to grab you.
I'm going to break out. Where you're coming with me?
Okay, are you going to attempt to evade? Or are you going to let him grab you?
No, I'm
Small
going to
room.
let him grab me because I'm doing the talking right now.
Okay, so he grabs you and he picks you up and he goes,
Just listen what I'm saying. You're going to get all your money back. And besides, what is money between friends?
okay, I'll just hold on to you until I'm free.
Okay, I'll just pass out then. I hear it's good for you and it makes you feel like euphoric when you wake up.
Okay, so now we're going to switch back over. But first we're going to switch over to Helix. Helix, you're in the ship. You're noticing lots of, there's, it's like being at an airport, That's where you're at. You're on there, and yeah. So is Helix going to do anything in particular, or is he just...
Well,
Cool.
the one thing he would do is he would turn to Egg and he'd say, "I think I did a pretty good job back there.
You
I
did an
haven't had a
excellent
chance."
job. I totally forgot I was still on this spaceship.
I was going to send you with our friends, but I get anxiety when I'm alone.
Oh, well, I have been upgraded. I have full stealth capabilities now.
Well, that's good news.
I have been reworked and reformed into an espionage bot.
What?
And he turns
I-
invisible.
And
I asked them to do this for me. Because he's visible again.
No wonder why we keep forgetting about him.
Yeah, that's right. Turns invisible. And he just goes up and he sits on your lap. Is Helix got anything else he's going to do? Uh-oh. I think Dylan froze. He's so excited. He got so excited.
Someone screen cap that. I got it.
Oh, it's too late.
Oh no.
So, Egg's going to come up and sit on Helix's lap and ask to watch movies with you if you're not going to do anything else.
That sounds great. And my finger sort of like the connection comes out and I plug it into the thing
Okay.
and I start from my data banks playing The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly.
You know,
Alright.
you could have sent him to rescue Calcuto. It sounds like he was up for the task.
All right, so
Once
we're
I
going.
get a call on the comms, I'll send him in to do whatever.
Okay, we're back at the visiting room now. Okay, so we've got Caleb and Courtney. You guys just gonna chill and hang out until the Prosecs come back? What's the plan of action here, guys?
I mean, so are we just being watched in this room, or are
There's
they-
cameras in this room. Yes.
Cameras.
Yep. Think about it. If you went to a prison and you were sitting in the waiting room before you would like go into like see somebody or for visitation or something, it's still, there's cameras, there's a secure door that you guys were let through, that whole 9 yards.
And the secure door is only a one-way in, or you need to like badge out. To
No,
get
you
out?
can go both ways. Basically, what ends up happening is that there's a security booth that buzzes you in and out. So, let me paint the entire picture. You've got a waiting room, chairs, concessions, things like this, couple of tables, a bunch of old space magazines laying around all over the place. There is a secure door that you can either if you have the badge, because you notice the Prosecs when they came in, they just went straight through. Okay, there was like a click, a bzz, and they went straight through. But you have noticed since you've been sitting in here that because there's a little like glass enclosed island in the center of this area. And when somebody comes to those doors, they buzz it. Like they came and they refilled the vending machines while you were in here. And so you saw them let it in and they came in and were doing stuff. There is one person in that security booth. He is not a Prosec, but you're assuming he is a uniformed Proxima Centurion cop.
Centurion.
Yeah.
All right.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
So that's where you're at now. You saw them when you were brought in there. They took Calcuto through a set of double doors into essentially the lockup.
Yeah. I'll talk really low and trying not to face the camera, but I'll gesture to Corey, get his attention, and say,
You mean Caleb?
Caleb. Well, yeah, Caleb. So where
Well, I'm gonna be walking back from the vending machine. I'm gonna give her a Mars bar, and I have a Milky Way.
There you go.
80 credits for fucking candy bars. Absolutely ridiculous. You're eating my candy bar. My Milky Way. Milky Way Midnight, by the way.
It's the best.
Oh,
there you go.
that?
Yes.
Chocolate.
Oh yeah.
Chocolate, white nougat. Anyway,
Alright.
so what's the plan?
I mean, we need to find where the security center should be. We need to get there.
Is there a map anywhere?
Sure.
The layout?
Yeah. There's a UR here.
Yeah.
Is there like an Ethernet port we could plug our fingers into? Just kidding.
Oh, actually, there are terminals and stuff here.
Oh yeah, by the venue. There's a map.
There's terminals.
I mean, would plugging ourselves in download an idea of what the building looked like?
Well, you would need someone who's, well, I guess like a computer specialist
interface?
Right.
to do something like that and to hack in. You could totally, because basically what they have is they have like these monitors up, and there's a TV in there that's playing a space soccer game. Okay, and then there's also but there's like ports that you can plug in for like recharging your CompPad or what have you, and there is one for like you can like pay it. Basically what it is it allows you to look up prisoners and information like that. Okay, and there's a port there so you can get into that computer.
Yeah, I mean, I'd go over there and try not to be super obvious or anything like that. Be as inconspicuous as possible.
Ooh, okay.
What,
We need an idea of what this building looks like.
just not fucking jack into the phone. What, they're security? What if they had a firewall or whatever?
I know how to get around firewalls.
No, just do it in broad daylight.
Doesn't matter dark or light.
When you're ready, just let me know, and I'm gonna walk off. And hopefully she'll let me know when she's about to do it.
Okay. So, what does Emmerich's do then? You just go up and plug into the interface and go and have at?
Yes, I think so.
Okay.
Look at.
Now you're saying that you're going to be trying to be stealthy about this. I mean, you're going to have to elaborate on how you're trying to be stealthy. Because I just kind of like picture like who was the Pink Panther? What was the actor who played that?
Peter Sellers.
Peter Sellers when he was trying to be stealthy, you know, going around fighting. What was his manservant's name? Kato. When they would be like moving around trying to, I mean, you're in a waiting room. So explain to me.
Well, so I want clarification on, is it a port in the wall or is it a computer?
It's a computer terminal. So but it is, the computer terminal is like it's like a kiosk. Okay, that's in the wall. So it's connected to the wall, but it's like a kiosk. Think of like old school 1980s stand-up video games against the wall. And there's a screen there. There's a keyboard and interfaces and stuff like that.
Okay. I'm not going to try to be stealthy. I'll just, walk over, make my way over to it.
Yeah, man.
I'm curious. I'm from an outer land planet. Don't know what the fuck I'm doing with a computer.
How does Courtney talk again?
I believe she talks a little bit like this.
Thank you for my marsh bars, Caleb.
I ain't gonna thank him. He don't deserve it. I didn't ask for this.
Oh no, she did.
Yeah. She probably wouldn't. But
If we're an old bickering couple,
Courtney and
he
Caleb,
spent 80 credits on this, and I didn't even walk it.
you need your own show.
Okay.
Help pay if I didn't give something. That's for sure.
Right? Because heaven forbid you come back eating your own and not one for her. Right?
Held pay. It's gonna be held pay.
Okay, so you go up to the interface. You're there. You're at the kiosk.
All right. So I mean, I'm just kind of tinkering around and
Okay, so you're plugging in, right?
right.
Okay, you doing anything else?
No. What do you mean? I'm assuming it's taking all my. I mean, I'm trying to figure out some sort of
Okay.
layout for this.
All right, that's all I need to know. So Caleb, she didn't tell you shit.
She's doing yeah, exactly.
Okay, so you plugged in. So basically, use your computer specialty. Okay, you're going to try and hack this thing. Okay,
Yeah.
so let's take a look at what we got here. This
So
is
Computer specialist is 4D.
4D. Okay.
Okay.
This is going to be difficult. It's only 4D, really? I need to pull up your character.
So I've got robotic specialist at 60, but
Oh,
computers.
that's right.
4.
Your robotics is where it's at. Okay.
Yeah.
So basically your difficulty is going to be 25. It's difficult for you to hack this.
Ah, jeez, that's crazy.
Okay? So now this is where it comes into spending your hero points.
Right.
So-
First question: these explode, right?
Yes, they do explode. Your 4d6 do explode.
So I think what I want to do is use 2 to lower it 2.
Okay, so you're going to use 2 of your personal to lower it
Yeah.
2.
Yeah.
Okay. So that takes it down to 15.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I can only use 2 whether
You
they're
can
my
only
personal
use
one.
2. Yep. And that's it goes the same way. From the pool, you can only use 2. Personal, you can only use 2.
So max
Okay.
4 then. You choose separate sources.
2 separate sources, yeah.
But max 4.
Yep.
Can we use
Okay.
Unity 2 right now
You could.
to lower it by 2 some more?
Yeah.
So it will go down to 5.
It would go down to 5.
Hot dog, let's do it. That's fine with everybody.
I mean, we may as well. We have a shit ton of points in there.
Okay, so that takes you down to 11 now in the pool.
11 in the pool. Got it.
Uh-huh.
11 in the pool.
Okay.
That's what I got.
So now the only thing that Grace has to do is still have to roll
Right.
because you don't want to get double ones.
At all?
Yeah, that's a crit fail.
Okay.
So even though you're spending,
Yeah.
and you just got to beat a 5, not to mention you could roll 4 fucking ones. It's still possible to fail.
I didn't.
Okay,
Pretty
good.
fucking close, but I didn't.
Yeah, you got 2 3s. Okay, so you did it. You're able to hack in. Fair enough, too, seeing how this is. Granted, it was just difficult. I didn't bump it up because you're going through basically this is set up for the public to use, so it's not like a seriously guarded sort of thing. So now you're going to attempt to go through and find what are you trying to, the information you're trying to get, layout of the place. I know that was one thing you had said, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to figure out where Sarah Hamilton is. That's like my
Do you want
goal.
to? Okay, so that's your goal. That's the first thing you want. Now, basically, you can try and search a number of different things. Okay, it's just going to be different roles. Okay, so the first thing you want to try and find Sarah Hamilton, where she would be at.
I think we need to. I have no idea how to get there at this point.
Okay, so that's going to be a very difficult. It's going to be a DC of 30 to try and find her.
What?
I totally forgot about that's what we're here for. I thought we're trying to get Kalkuto out.
Oh, yeah. I was like, we put him in. And now we have 2 problems.
I know, I love it so much. Okay.
I'm hoping Ed will come in at the right moment.
Okay, so you got a difficulty of 30 to try and find her.
Okay, and it's still the same for D6, right?
Yep. If you want to just lower it down, you can lower it down that much.
I think we
So-
should contribute from another source as well.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're gonna do your 2 personal.
Yeah.
Okay, you're gonna take 2 out of the pool.
Yeah.
Go right ahead.
Okay, so it's down. Your pool's down to 9. Okay, so 5, 10, 15, 20. So it's a DC of 10 that you have to get now to get it.
We can do this.
Let's see that. Oh yeah, baby! That's a
Why
fail.
are you celebrating?
Use the 2 already for rerolls.
She used all the points she could
Yeah.
use right there.
Total of 4, right?
Yeah, total of 4. She used them
So-
all.
Here on out, keep 1 for a reroll. Is that the
Yeah.
lesson?
Yeah.
You could do that, yeah.
It'd be at 30 again, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it have?
Well, I'm
No,
sorry.
it'd be 15 if we left 1 left.
It'd be a 15 with 1
But
for
the
a reroll.
reroll. But the reroll would have been a DC of 30.
Oh, yeah, would have been for 30.
Yeah.
No.
Right.
No,
Oh, wait.
no, the reroll, yeah. You would still have the reroll still counts. The ones that you took off still count.
Okay.
So it doesn't automatic, yeah.
Because it's
We didn't
counted.
properly
It's still
game the system.
Yes, we did not. We did not clarify
learn.
the point.
We'll learn as we go.
So, okay. But you did not find Sarah Hamilton. Matter of fact, with that roll, basically when you were trying to find her, you're not really finding anything on her except her name listed as the Supreme Director of Security of Proxima Centauri.
Okay.
And it gives the address of the official government building.
Perfect. Isn't that where they're keeping me?
No, you're in the Prosec spaceport. Okay, what else do you want to find out? You wanted to look up the schematics on the place?
I mean, aren't housing records public record?
Some.
I couldn't figure out what kind of LLC she's got herself registered under that she's going to buy property
What are
under.
we talking about? I don't know what we're talking about right now.
So for you to find the schematics or layout of this right here, the Prosec spaceport, that's
Yeah.
just an average. So it's a difficulty of 10.
Okay. First, yeah. So I'll like to do that.
You'll do what?
I'm looking for the schematic, and then I want to look for, because I don't know where Calcuto is right now, right?
Correct. Not yet.
Yeah. I just know that he's in there.
Yes.
Don't worry about it. You'll
So-
find.
Okay, so how, as far as the roll, like I say, it's average difficulty 10. Are you spending anything on the upfront, or are you just gonna roll?
I'll go ahead and spend 1, but I don't think that we need to worry
Okay, so
about
you're gonna spend 1 to lower it to a 5.
Yeah,
Okay, go ahead.
because with the way
You
I'm
got
rolling.
it. Yeah, you nailed it. Okay.
Okay, so I've got a general idea, and now I want to see if I can figure out where Calcuto is.
Okay, that's going to be a little bit more difficult. That's going to be a hard, so that's going to be a 20. Because you're trying to find the specific cell.
Yeah, and I'll use. Yeah, I mean, can I get close? Like, can I know like the
Well,
last
yeah.
roll he went
Well,
through?
let's put it this way: how well you roll is really going to dictate how much I'm going to give you information-wise.
Okay, so I'm gonna use 1 from mine to lower it to 10, right?
To a 15.
No, 15.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. You nailed it. Look at that. Okay, cool. All right.
I can't use the communal ones.
Not now. You've already done it. So, okay. So, yeah.
No, I'm saying I'm having better luck. I should not use them ever.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, so yeah, you go through, you find the schematics of the place, you know the layout of how of the entire facility. It's big. It's really big. Fortunately, though, Calcuto's like right here. There's holding cells like in the same building that you're in, just down. He's like basically down 2 hallways from you, so you know exactly where Calcuto is.
So I should break out like right away, is what you're saying.
Maybe. I don't know. So,
No problem.
okay.
All right. So, I think that's all I can think of to look in the terminal for, because there's nothing jumped out at me as far as a place that she may be in the schematics. That just
When
as a
you
long
did,
shot.
yeah, because that's what your search was.
Right.
You were trying to, like, okay, let me see what I can dig up on her. And obviously, she has gone through and purposefully gotten rid of her footprints, so to speak. So it's hard to find her. Now, Corey, you're sitting over there chewing on your Milky Way, and you see your dear old wife, Courtney, bleep, 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 and she just starts going to town. And bleep, 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 bleep.
Actually, I was thinking I was gonna go to the water dispenser. I'm losing the idea of the water thing.
Yep.
The water tank.
Yep.
What's that called? I don't know. Point being, and I was thinking of ways to cause a scene and cause a distraction. And I think I'm gonna be lost in thought, waiting for the signal to cause a distraction, when I'm pretty sure Emery is going to just tap me on the shoulder when she's done.
It's exactly what happens.
Yeah. And then I'll make sure I don't pull a scene. And then I guess she's gonna appear behind me.
Yeah, that's exactly what happens.
What happened?
We lost Dylan.
Lost Dylan.
Oh
shit.
no. Okay, I'm not gonna mess with the images, because when he comes back, it'll just there it goes right back. See? Yep, right back. Mhm.
All right, so listen.
Welcome back,
Lost you
Dylan.
for a minute.
Welcome.
Sorry.
It's all right.
That's being a little funky.
So so and that was it. You weren't trying to get any more information at all, Emmerich. That was it. Just what you were getting.
I mean, I failed at the one main thing, and I don't have any sidetrack right now. So,
Okay.
I figured out my sidetrack.
All right,
So,
listen. So I'll see you just dumping this water thing and pretending like, oh, I'm a fumbling idiot, yeah. And then once the security comes, and that's when you go in, and then I'll pretend to not know that this water goes into this little container.
At that time, a pro sec comes walking out of the back. He's got a clipboard with him. He comes walking up. He like looks around and he goes, and then he goes walking over to you guys. He goes, all right. Actually, he doesn't have a clipboard. What is he? Some sort of
Space clipboard.
He's got a space clipboard, right? So he turns over and he goes, all right, we've got, just need you to sign right here for to receive the reward. We have a credit stick for you. And
Yeah.
as you start, he just points on the thing, and it's you just sign with your finger, and then he hands over basically some video sticks to Courtney. It's like, these are video sticks which will let you know about Proxima Centauri and life in the big city and places you could register your spaceship and get a last name.
Proxima Centauri.
Would you like to know more?
Yes. And so,
Thank you,
Thriving
sir.
heart of
so he takes back the space clipboard from you, and he hands over to Caleb the credit stick. It says, "Thank you very much for bringing this hardened desperado back to us. We appreciate that. Is there anything else I could do for you?"
Could you show me how this water works? And I'm gonna like kind of lose it as I'm trying to give her the signal.
Okay.
The accent, so I'm trying to give her the signal to go do the thing, and then wink at her.
Okay. So he goes. Of course you don't. All right. Yeah, and he like walks over to show you that it's like this, and then you do this. Okay. So
I
what?
think I missed something. I don't know what the cue is for.
And I'm just point to the terminal, Okay, for her to go to the terminal and do the thing. We talked about, like, what are you doing?
He doesn't know that you've already done it.
Right. And so I'm confused about this whole thing. Grace was confused. Now I'm caught up.
Okay, good.
But Emmerich is still confused. It's done.
Okay, yeah, son, I get it now. Yeah, it's water goes down gravity. Absolutely.
You got it. Good job. Again, thank you. Have a nice day.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much. Thank you very much, and bless your hearts. Babe, let's go. And I'm just gonna head out.
Okay, so they leave. Do you guys go back to the ship?
Yeah, we guess so.
Okay, you know what? This is awesome. Should we just have Tony roll up a new guy? Because you just turned it in.
I'm fine. You leave me where I am. I'll get down with it.
Of course, we're going back to the ship. We have the money.
I'm just a couple of rooms away. Hang on a minute.
Okay, so
Oh, are we gonna like catch eyes with him as we like?
no, because he's in a yeah. You can't see him. He's in a different room.
It's a turn. Anyways, yeah. So we're gonna leave. As we're leaving, I'm like, what the fuck is it all about?
Why are you leaving?
Jeffrey,
You don't know that
you're out there. You're out there. Anyways, I'm
And-
asking
and in
him,
the-
like, what the fuck was all that about? We're supposed to have a plan, and you get there.
And in the back of your head, Calcudo, you can hear the stranger laughing.
Corey doesn't know about that.
Yep.
Don't you haunt me, you son of a bitch.
Okay, so Corey and Emmerich are going back to the ship arguing.
Yeah.
Okay, let's switch back over to good old Calcuto.
Have I woken up from being choked out by the
Well,
rock?
he didn't choke you out because basically what it is, he's got a hand,
The
right?
rock.
His hand is so big that it fits all the way around your midsection. So he's just holding you like a beer can, and he's sitting down and he's got you sitting on his lap.
Oh, God.
Look, Crusher, I don't know why you're so mad at me. We've always been really good friends.
25,000 credits.
And I told you, there's 31,000 credits just on the other side of the door.
So what am I supposed to do?
Well, I don't know. Can you punch through the door?
It's like he just gets his look on his face like, can I?
That's perfect.
He stands up and he just starts walking over towards the door. Now, when he's holding you, he's still holding you as if you're just an object. So you're swinging back and forth.
You, Shane, I get. All right, just try it already.
All right.
Calcuto hand.
No, he's not that dumb.
50-50.
All right, let's roll. Let's roll.
Yes. Don't shake your head at me.
Okay.
Good, go for it.
Okay. All right. We got D20.
Water cooler.
If he gets below 10. Oh Jesus! He's gonna punch you with the Calcuto hand. Okay, so this is what happens. He starts winding up to punch it, and he's winding up with you. Are you gonna say anything?
Not the other lefty. You're lefty. You're not the.
Oh yeah. And so then he cocks back with the other one, and he goes
Southpaw.
boom, and he punches the door, and his fist goes through the door.
Hey,
Oh, I did it! Yeah, and he throws you. And then he's like, I didn't realize I could do this. And he just starts ripping the door apart. Of course, as soon as he punched a hole through the door, room, 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 sirens and all kinds of different stuff. There's lights flashing.
Look, keep moving because I got the car waiting. Just head for the docks.
He does. He starts moving. He starts going down the hall. And then as he's going down the hall, it's like just a couple of seconds afterwards, you hear pew, 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 as there's the pro-sex show up, start shooting him. And they're shooting him with stun guns. And they're hitting him, but because of his physiology, it's not taking him down in one shot. He's getting slower. It's so like he punches through a wall and he goes into the visiting room. Because he came out of your cell into the hallway, and then there's the wall that separates the visiting room where Emmerich's and Corey had been at, and he punches in and he goes into there, and then he starts like punching his way out of the waiting room. He's trying to get out onto the tarmac. Now, as Corey and Emmerich said, you guys are leaving and you're going across the landing pad to where your ship is. You start, the whole place starts, and then you had gotten just to the ramp of the ship to go up, and you turn around and see this, and you see this big brick guy. I was like I say, it's like 5 feet, but he's like 5 feet wide. He comes ripping through the wall, and there's like people shooting at him from behind. Calcuto, what are you doing?
I'm gonna get a bit stealthy. I'm gonna let him draw all the attention, but I'm going through every hole he makes in the walls.
Okay. Now, explain to me how you're going to be stealthy on this.
Look, there's a big distraction.
Yes, I got that part of it. Yes, and there's prosec guards following him out, and you're going to go to that. But there is going to come a time where you're going to go out into the open, which is it. So what are you going to do? I'm going to even say we won't make any rolls. You make it through the hole he made, because you know what happens? The other guys that were in the cell, they've already blazed out and followed him.
I know exactly what I want to do.
Okay.
These prosec guys, they've got helmets on?
Yeah, they got helmets on.
Are any of them like down on the ground? Like they've been knocked out or out?
No, none of them are.
No?
No.
That's a shame. I want one of their helmets. I feel like if I have one of their helmets, I can make it all the way to the exit.
That's true, but you don't. So what else are you going to do?
What, do I see the helmet?
Fence around here.
Yeah, you see helmets, and they're on prosecs. They're wearing them.
But the big rock guy, he hasn't knocked anybody over yet?
No, he's fleeing. He's not trying to get into combat with these guys. There was nobody in the hall. He just started busting through shit. Then there was a couple of dudes down at the end of the hall, like sitting there going, "So what you gonna do tonight?" And bam! And they're like, "Holy shit!" And so,
all right,
yeah.
Well, I'm gonna find a door.
Okay, there's a door, and then there's a hole in the wall. Now there's the front door. Then you can go down the hallways that continue into this complex of cells.
No, I want to get back to the ship.
Okay, so you're going into the waiting room. In the waiting room, there's a hole that has been busted through the wall, and there's the security door.
Ooh.
There's also a like I said, there's an Alpha Centurion comp in the security kiosk. But I'm giving you a pass on that. I'm saying he's so concerned about watching what's going on that he's not paying attention to you.
So there's a security door, because I definitely heard you say that.
Yes.
That's the door I want to go in for some reason.
Okay, it leads outside.
Is outside like the docks?
Yeah, out to where like the ship is. Yeah.
I want to take that door.
Okay, it's a security door, which means it's locked.
Okay, where do I open it?
With a badge, or you wait for the security guy to buzz you through.
Wait, but the security guy's over in the office.
Yeah, he's in this cubicle thing. It's
Can I sneak up on him?
He's in contained. It's like think of like a toll booth. This person's self-contained. It's got glass all around it.
Or like a 7-Eleven in Detroit.
Yes.
But I mean, I can still. Does one of the glass doors open?
No. I mean, it does. I mean, he's not trapped in here forever. There is a door for him to come in and out of, but that is locked too. Pretty much everything in prisons is locked. It's just the way it is.
This place was poorly designed.
Really, the only place I shouldn't say the only place, but okay.
Paint me a picture.
I did. What's Calcuto going to do? Ask me your questions, and I'll tell you some answers.
I guess since I can't go out the door, I have to go through the hole in the wall.
Yeah, that's about right.
So my little rat form will dive through the hole in the wall.
Okay.
Full speed ahead, damn the torpedoes.
Okay, so you're going to do that scurry real flat to the ground, like rat run?
Jump, roll, tuck,
Okay.
hide.
So, basically what we're going to do now is you're going to have... you have stealth, right?
I have all kinds of stealth.
Okay, so basically this is... your difficulty for this is going to be very difficult. So we're looking at a D30. I mean D30. A rank of 30.
Now it says I'm naturally stealthy, but I don't know what that is. It is
Okay,
not
naturally stealthy, what that's going to do is it will decrease it. Whatever the difficulty rank is, it automatically decreases it by 1. So it's 25 now. You didn't even have to spend anything, and it's already 25.
And what's my stealth based on?
Okay, do you have... you have what? Outlaw, and what's the other thing?
Peasant.
Okay. So it's going to be your dexterity, I do believe it is, or agility. Agility. It's going to be your agility. So let's
Straight
see.
up agility, so I got a 4D.
Your agility is 4D, so that's what your stealth's going to be. But because you're naturally stealthy, it already brought it down by that 1. So it's a difficulty of 25.
Well, I can't even get there with 4D unless
Sure
they
can.
explode.
They're exploding.
So I'd like to spend 2 of my personal points.
Okay. Spend 2 personal points. Okay. Take it 25 to 20. So it's at 15 currently.
At 15, and that's where I want to roll my stealthiness.
Okay. Are you going to use any of the pool points?
Nope. I'm just going to roll 4D6.
I think you should use some pool points.
Why? I've already dropped it down to 15.
Out of 4. Did you see how well Grace rolled earlier?
Wait, how many have you
Using
used?
pool points is a bad luck. Don't use them.
Then I will use it for you.
There you go. That's my boy. That's my boy. Okay, so...
Actually,
All
I
right.
think if I have access to my own personal points, I probably shouldn't have access to the pool points.
No, you both. Basically, and this is how it works, is that other people can use them, too, in conjunction. So Dylan used it correctly. So he's just made it 10 now, and used the
I
pool
agree
point.
with Tony, I feel like if you're the one making the roll, you can't pull from pool. Like, someone
Okay.
else has to pull
Only
for
the
you.
other player.
Okay, yeah, that's a great idea. Let's do it that way. Let's do it that
Yeah,
way.
that's
Okay,
my
that's the
idea.
new rule. Okay, so he spent the 1, though, so it was still Dylan spending it.
Right.
That's fine.
Okay, so it's at 10.
You're a fool. But thank you. I appreciate it, and I'm probably going to need it.
Look at that! Look at that!
Oh, poor fool I am.
Woo!
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
probably going to need it, and sure enough, I got the 10.
So, yeah, if it hadn't have been for Dylan, you would have got pegged. So basically what ends up happening is that this big rocky guy, Crusher, he comes out. He is causing all this damage as he realized that he was strong enough to actually get out of... this is why Calcuto was able to swindle this guy, because Calcuto's not that smart either. But Crusher's not smart at all. So he's making all this commotion. He's getting shot at by Prosex. It's bringing more attention. But amazingly, Calcuto is able to dip and dive and go behind some crates and different things. And as Corey and Emmerich are standing on the gangplank looking out, watching this going, right between their legs, Calcuto goes running back up into the ship.
Let's go.
Hey, we should probably wait for the big rock guy. Can we wait for the big rock? He's taking his time, but he'll be here.
What?
He falls down because now there's a bunch more Prosex shooting the hell out of him.
Oh, that's
If we wait, we're dead.
All right, you just keep going, and I'll yell out the back to him. I'll make it up to you next time.
Launch it, Helix.
Okay, so Helix, you take off? They're yelling at you to do so.
I'm currently watching on the High Plains Drifter, and I bring the turn off all of the screens. I hit some buttons. the right ones, and the ship starts taking off.
Excellent. All right, cool. Well, that's where we're going to end the episode, as a matter of fact.
Beautiful.
Right there. You guys have able
Before
to...
we end, can you tell us how the rock guy feels about it?
I don't feel so good.
Okay, good.
Fuck, we need to find more of whatever that guy is. First of all, love the voice. Second of all, I feel like they can punch through walls, and we need one of them on our team.
Definitely, right? It's definitely something worth
Yeah,
having.
maybe we should have waited. Oh well.
But anyway, hey, look at it this way. You guys got paid and you found out some information.
Yeah, right? I mean,
But yeah, we got
some information. Who knows?
Excellent.
We just successfully pulled off the con that we could never pull off in season 2.
There you go.
If he was so stealthy, they didn't see us leave, so we should be in the clear.
Yeah, you should be in the clear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As Caleb reported, we should be clean.
Yeah.
Good.
All right. Well, with that having been said, I want to say thank you to everybody for watching. Again, I am terribly sorry that this was not aired live. Technical difficulties. There was, like I said, some interface. There were some issues with some hacking in with passwords and things. Not everything jived and right at the last minute. But I have full confidence that it'll be fixed enough for next time. So, but
You know, when this airs, we're gonna get so many bit things in the.
Yeah.
it could happen. You never know. I'll keep track for you. But anyway, let's go ahead and I'll have this illustrious cast go ahead and sign off. Tony, why don't we start with you?
I am Uncle Tony, and join me on YouTube at youtube.com/UncleTony.com. Whatever. But I do reaction videos, and I'm about to jump into Harry Potter for the first time. I'm a 50-year-old man. I've never actually seen it. I missed it. It came late to me. I was almost 30 when these books came out. I wasn't going to dive into
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
kids' book.
that's fair enough.
Yeah, I hear you.
I completely missed the Harry Potter series, and I'm going to jump into it for the first time here soon.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. I feel like the hype is done now, and I actually would like to read them now. I would.
You know, you want to know how far back I go? This is how far back I go. Harry Potter is not the first boy wizard ever on screen. The first appearance of Harry Potter was in Puppet Master.
Puppet Master?
Puppet Master had a boy wizard named Harry Potter.
No, you're the one with the fucking drill head puppet?
I am not shitting you. I think it's Puppet Master. It's one of those ones done by the Charlie. What's his name? You're googling it now, aren't you?
So
You
she
hear me? Yeah.
so she ripped him off. That she did.
According to him, I forget Charles Band. He does all these movies with the puppets, like Puppet Master, and I think he started with not the Gremlins, not the Goonies, the other ones that were around that same time came out of the toilet. Remember
Garbage Pail Kids?
No. But his most recent thing is like Evil Bong. So he does like puppet movies.
Yeah, I gotcha. I understand what you're saying.
But also I've seen him live. He goes around and he's like a magician that only has one trick. And he tells all these stories about making movies with
puppets.
Puppets and pseudo-famous people. Like he's got a great Gary Busey story. But then at the end of his night of telling stories, he has a guillotine. And he brings some blonde up on stage and beheads her.
All right.
Whoa.
He's a magician with one trick. But his claim to fame is that he created a boy wizard named Harry Potter, and it was the protagonist of the Puppet Master movie.
All right. So with that having been said, hey Dylan, why don't you go ahead and sign off?
See, I'm adding time to this, man. We went out early. I'm just trying to.
We're actually still on time. We're
I
running late.
really enjoy when Tony has his sort of. Yeah, you tell a good story, man.
He does.
I don't know what to say. I hate
He's
to play your ego, but you're good at it.
Yeah. Natural
But,
storyteller.
With that,
I appreciate it.
with that being said, I'm Dylan. Dylan Trahan, pretty much everywhere. I'm not doing anything you need to check out right now. I'll let you know when I do. But you can subscribe to my YouTube channel if you want. I'm sure I'll make something to mention.
All right. And Jonathan.
Hello, Jonathan. 4L Coin. Trustworthy friend and loyal teammate to the end. That's who I am.
Got that right. And last but not least, Grace.
I played Emrix, and I don't know, didn't seem very teammatey. That's all I have to say.
He still went along with you. He just he raised objectionable points. That's all.
I just thoroughly don't know if I could ever agree with what he thinks about RDs.
Yeah, there is that. Yeah. Well, you know. So I guess we'll check in next episode and find out you guys trying to find Sarah Hamilton here now. And what the hell's going on Earth?
You're not going to keep going back to that, are you?
I don't know. We'll find out. All right, everybody. Thank you again for watching. Again, our apologies for not coming to you live with this, but here is the episode nonetheless. And we'll talk to you all later. Have a great night. Peace out.